doing Sengoku. Let's get to the best.
And everyone starts.
Yeah, it's Sister One.
Listening.
Let's go. All right, I'm streaming now.
Alright.
Penis.
And
Venus.
Like,
nobody's going to
people
have a
like.
clue what's going on. Anywho, the Emperor was going to address everyone.
Yep. So Oscar, he'll motion for you to return to his side.
Naked farmer man walks to the emperor's side.
Naked farmer man.
Yep.
And from there, he will address the room. You have done your job, and while I would like to ask more of you, I feel this may not be in your best interest. However, if you do choose to accept further assignments from me, there will be more of a reward. So I ask you, would you be willing to continue following the boy, referring to Austin's character, because he is like 17?
Because he is still small boy.
Actually, no, I think he's 19. Still a boy, technically, but especially to this man.
Congratulations, you're just barely qualifying as being able to get married. Now fucking learn how to use your sword.
For he has to learn how to properly be of use to the imperial family. So, would you have me send him back to his previous liege lord, or would you have somewhere else that maybe would make it easier to keep an eye on him?
The worst part is I want to say I know a guy, but
Just dump him off on Juzane.
no, I was gonna dump him off on my backup character.
God damn it.
Why not?
Well,
If he's
you're
gonna
just gonna
learn,
disappear
no, just
into the
dump him
void
on
of
my
backup
backup
characters with
character.
you.
Actually, I've been tempted to put Amara on the shelf for a little bit to go do some background stuff and just pull in Teo for a bit. I'm still thinking about that, so I don't know.
I'm kind of tempted to use Momu and instead.
One of the crevices in the skim suit and kind of whisper into it. It's going to burn up, and well, the emperor is going to hear my suggestion in his ear.
I'm assuming you're gonna DM that to me.
Yep.
Oh well, look here, it fucking is. 1 second.
Yeah, I figured.
Mm-hmm.
It's also the easiest way to keep the party together. The funny thing is, Jidai's mother is this motherfucker's gonna turn up on doorstep and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Honestly, I was just considering, like, how best to phrase, well, there's this lovely, just newly resurrected samurai who would be perfect.
Man, the Emperor knows a Juzane. You guys all met him together. Does
Yes, but
Juzane have like?
how best to phrase his name? I don't think it would be acceptable to just recommend him by first name straight to the Emperor.
Probably go the Aokiri-sama.
Aokiri-sama. That's his last name? Holy
Juzane Okiri.
crap.
Juzane Okiri. Didn't even know he had a fucking last name.
Oh, I knew he had a last name. I knew it was mentioned once, but then I lost track of what it was.
You know what? It's probably just because I haven't
He
cared.
has two last names. He's only used the important one once. Because he
Yeah.
has his original last name, which is the one that, if he said it, people would be like, "Ha, you imposter. He's been dead for hundreds of years." And then he has the one where people go, whatever.
Another fucking samurai.
Exactly.
Another dude with a sword.
Straight up though.
Well, you could always train in Osaka under Okiri-sama. Be
Man.
easier to keep an eye on him, more difficult for him to end up spilling any information to his previous daimyo regarding where he's been for the last month. Or, the fact that he kind of sort of got kidnapped out of the middle of a lockdown.
Yeah, I don't know what the Emperor sees in this guy, actually.
God's sword.
I think that's
like,
literally
yes,
just it.
God's sword literally manages to somehow get himself kidnapped and carried out of a lockdown city. That's how badly this man is fucked up. It's like, you got literally carried out.
It was also the two fucking, people that are capable of such an act.
I am
I
not
wouldn't
definitely
be.
good at my job.
I'm just like, okay, so I outran the lockdown. I wouldn't be surprised if Asuka literally just walked out the front door.
That is what he did.
You're not wrong.
I'm sorry, but with a base stealth of 31.
You said you're good at your job. She's like, I mean, are you really though? And then you said what you said. So
What is the proper way to address the Emperor?
It wouldn't be highness. That was a Western thing.
What was it? Your Eminence?
Something
I
like that.
think it's your
Something like that.
Eminence.
Trying to remember what the actual way to address an emperor in the
Okay.
East was. It wasn't Your Holiness, because that was
No, that
also
was
a
definitely
Western thing.
a castle thing when you were introducing yourself to a king or something.
Well, that's specifically
I
to a
literally think
king
it's
who is
just your
blessed by a
Majesty
church.
or your Eminence.
Your Majesty was also a Western thing. I'm pretty sure it was Your Eminence.
His Imperial Majesty, Emperor
That would work.
blank.
His Imperial Majesty, Emperor of Blank. Yes, that's the.
Emperor of fill in the blanket. Wait, that should have been filled
What is he
in.
the Emperor of?
Just stops reading the scroll. Wait a minute. Sorry, sir. He forgot to fill in the this line here, so let me just fill this in. Emperor of Japan.
Japan.
With two A's at the end instead of one.
Yeah.
Wait, Pacific, there is two A's.
No, I said at the end.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
As in Japaan. It's like, yes, Japan. I'm sorry. What? Yes,
Japan.
Japan. I mean, wait. No, that's spelled wrong. Who fucking proofread this scroll?
Uh. I'm trying to think of the way to say this without being, getting myself killed because I say something wrong to the Emperor.
All right.
Amara is going to ask the Emperor what exactly he would like us to do if we were to take on this mission, because we could carry him with us to watch his progress, but does he want us to also train him in the ways of learning the sword and making him stronger for the Emperor, of course?
The purpose would be to strengthen the person while maintaining vigilance in case he does try to leave.
Too stupid. Which, knowing Austin, he would.
The worst part about this is I'm trying to think who in the party would actually be able to manage a guy with a fucking god sword that can deactivate almost every single person in the party
I
just
would
by
say,
drawing it.
Juzane, because he isn't a yokai.
Yeah, but
I'd
Juzane
say
also works for the Emperor, and
I
I think
mean,
Juzane. I'm trying to think.
Loosely, yes.
Loosely, yes.
yeah, the person
That
you more
that
so work
works.
for is the boss of the guy that this guy's sword is. Remember, I work for Chief God, so slightly lesser god. I'm gonna be impressed by, but still be like, okay, listen here, do what I tell you or else.
Well, I mean, he is the major water god of Japan, so it's like two different. They more or less are almost on par with each other.
It's like Zeus and Poseidon. Technically, Zeus is higher, but they are still related.
Yeah, they have equal power, but not equal position.
Because both of them watch over the imperial family as well.
Yes.
Yes. But I will still pull rank if it means making Austin listen. If he
Yeah.
doesn't listen, I'll just smack him upside the head.
Well, you know what? I
He
kind
is
of want to play
ignorant
Teo,
farmer boy.
so
I mean, nothing is stopping you from bringing in Teo.
I know,
I
which is why I'm
already,
literally gonna pull. I know a guy.
I mean,
Fuck
I
it.
already recommended Juzane, but whatever. They
Yes,
don't
but
give a shit.
that's on Jacob if he wants to play Zane or not, because I know he's got that whole daimyo thing he wants going on. Plus, I want to use Teo, so don't take this moment from me,
Yeah.
please.
Also, if you're being
You
cheated,
can
that can go
fucking
south.
drag it. You can fucking drag him in anyways.
I know, but this is a perfectly good, valid reason to do so. Why
I
not?
mean, you make it sound like Juzane wouldn't just pawn it off on some other guy if he was there in the first place.
This is fair, which is why I'm bringing him in anyway.
There you go. It's
I'm
gonna be your job
respecting your
anyway.
privacy by knocking on your door, but I'm asserting my
Literally,
dominance by coming in anyway.
I'm literally doing it now just so we can avoid the whole thing of Jazane just being like, someone else take. And I don't have to introduce him later. Why not just do it now? But I will inform the Emperor that I do believe I know a. I guess he would technically qualify as a samurai in this case. A significant power that just roams the country, not really under anyone's domain.
That would be a Ronin.
A Ronin. I don't not.
Yes, Ronin is the term.
If he does not have a master,
A
he's a
Ronin is a
Ronin.
samurai without a master.
Yeah,
Yeah. Technically, the gods are his master. He is a paladin, but
then that would be a priest, not a samurai.
yes, but I don't really understand how Japan works with this kind of shit in this era.
he is a war priest.
He's not a war priest.
War priests were fucking terrifying in Japan.
He is a war
Honestly,
priest.
They
he
could kick a
might be a war
samurai's ass.
priest. He might be a war priest, considering what he can
Technically,
do.
Told you, he is a war priest.
technically, so is Ain's character.
Ha
Not
ha.
anymore.
Technically, yes. Well, he's not a priest of the domain of war, but he's still a war priest.
No, Takeshi is a priest of the domain of war.
No, he switched to trickery, didn't he?
Yeah,
He did.
that was.
Because
Let's flip with
He's
the
still
flow.
technically a war priest, just does not mean that he still retains the powers of the war domain. It just means that he's a war priest for a different god now.
yeah, in that case, I informed the emperor I know of a significantly powerful ward priest that wanders the country, who I have met in the last couple of years. He goes around essentially killing any. How do I phrase this? Unwanted. That's the best way I
Unwanted
can.
what?
Yes.
Well, that's concerning. Unwanted
His.
by who?
Yes.
That's even more concerning.
Corey sweats nervously.
Let's just
Well,
say,
no, I mean,
unless
I
he
just
has a
thought this
reason to
for
make
pretty
sure
much
that you're
everyone.
dead and stay dead, you'll be fine. The earliest I could send a message out to him would be the next morning as well. I know
Just
exact.
depending on where he is.
Actually, where would he be relatively? Like, what section of the world are we or in Japan we in?
We're in Kyoto,
You tell
number
me that like I know where
38.
that is.
Right there in the dead center. Number 38.
Yeah, no, he'd actually be in that area then. So yeah, I would let the emperor know that. Say I'm more than willing to take on the responsibility myself, as long as I may be allowed to travel the countryside and return to my shop in the north.
To the
Takashi will.
north. Aren't you based out of Osaka?
Me? No. Why do you think I've been
No.
traveling?
That's
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 I spent most of the time
travel.
traveling back. Yes,
You were the
fuck.
travel fuck.
Yes, fuck you.
I'm pretty sure you were in the south though.
No, I
No.
made sure
He
to
said
base it up north
north.
because black market was traditionally heavier up north, is what you said.
No, I said it was based around the external ports.
Yeah, well, wherever the fuck would be the closest to where Corey lives.
Kyushu.
Talking to myself.
You're in Kyushu. That's what it would be.
That's not actually Kyushu. I'm not gonna do black market dealings in the same city I'm raising children. That's just asking to get my family raw or
Kyushu is an
we're in
island.
we're in
Mm.
Osaka. Kyushu's an island.
My bad. I don't know these things. But yes, thank Kyushu.
You'd be all the way down here. You'd be an 8.
That's fine. Theoretically, I could fly the entire way.
Yeets off into the fucking wilderness.
As long as for no reason I'm attacked while I'm flying there, I would have just enough spell slots to make it there and back.
Oof, I did a burp.
Oof, nice. But what does the Emperor say to this? Because of course he has to approve these things.
He will ruminate on this because he did get 2 votes Juzane and then 1 you.
I don't want to be cocky,
Hmm?
so I'm not gonna say this.
I'm just hanging out with my pet rat.
Because it technically hasn't been proven yet, but
What?
with that
Say.
hmm?
So I'm fairly certain I know what you want to say.
You know what I want to say, but I don't want to say it because it's a
I
little
know what you
cocky.
want to say too.
I know you know what I want to say, but I kind of don't want to say it.
Full blown disrespect.
A little bit. I don't want to say
Little.
it out of respect for
Why?
Juzane and Jacob. So I don't think I'm gonna. Amara would say that, despite possibly believing it might be true. She would have to see them actually fight to know.
Because sadly, even though we did it out of character, and it
Yeah,
was
I
fairly close.
fairly close, but I fucked up multiple times in the beginning
Mm-hmm.
because I kind of forgot a thing about my character. I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
But I mean, I also have a lot more range than you do.
Oh yeah, in a ranged battle he gets fucked up, but you wouldn't know that if you just saw a man draw a sword. And in feudal Japan, most times if you had a sword and someone draws a sword on you, you draw your sword back. Usually. I don't know how it really works, but fuck it. One of you will correct me either way.
Shrugs and looks at this giant that I have.
Giant.
Happenstance.
Alright. How far are each of your selections?
I can get into Juzane in less than a few hours.
He would be in the city.
I thought you said you only bumped into him a few years ago. How the hell do you know where he is now?
You always keep tabs on your companions. More in
The
this
hell
case,
kind of companions have you been
resources.
keeping?
Amara's
Buckles on your plot device.
Corey's literally just gonna look at you and just go, "What the fuck kind of companions have you been keeping the last few years?" That
Honey,
you keep
you know I can
tabs on
communicate
them.
with all the snakes I own.
I just hooked up to the Matrix.
Yeah, you have your sword and you're not in the room.
Okay. Every night, 20 minutes before I
You're
can go
not
to
allowed. You're not allowed to fuck off yet, though.
Yet is the key word here.
Hello.
Hello,
Wait, where did Don
and
go?
he's gone again.
God damn him.
But
Did you get my whisper?
fucking Christ.
Takashi's going to
Yeah.
politely decline. But
But
he says he has someone better to take his place.
but before Takashi said that, I was gonna look at Corey and basically say he's more of a resource than a companion. And then that's where she's gonna leave it off, and then Takashi says his thing. I just got spoken over, so I wanted to say it.
Ah, my bad.
No, you're good.
Amara, the Emperor is gonna look to you. I would rather not have our newfound compatriot. I'm legit just using words because I don't know what the Japanese would fucking say at this point.
Right. Resource, probably.
That's a bit disrespectful.
The man was a fisherman 2 days ago. Or a week ago.
No, it's
Eh,
been
Our
more than a week.
newfound, potentially not liability.
fair enough.
I'd rather not have him trained within my city. It would raise
Ah, yes,
suspicion.
liability is the word you're looking for. Then.
Ah, Your Eminence, I see your concerns. No, my companion will most likely travel with us, and we would take the fishermen with us, and we would have them be part of the group but separated as well, so they can focus on training and making sure he's wise enough to use his sword properly. I'm trying to say things as Amara would, but still honorable because she knows she's in a situation where she could get decapitated pretty easily.
One wrong word and you're fucking dead. Gotta love those situations.
Luckily, I'm playing a character where I actually have to think. So very talkative, not talkative in an RP character won't shut the fuck up for once. All I'm gonna say.
Come on,
Kakashi
vamonos.
is
Oh boy.
just
Everybody.
very.
I'm talking about Amara on my pad. I'm
I
sorry,
know,
I wasn't talking about you.
I know that, but Kakashi said his thing. It's just waiting until he can leave. He's being respectful, but yeah.
I guess you will go with him. You will take him when you leave in 2 days' time.
I bow.
Very minor bow from the Emperor, because that's
Of course,
it's
he is
like
the
a
emperor.
salute. You kind of have to salute back.
Hitting them separated them. Not fun. What?
What?
No, no.
He's on a phone call with Moo. Moo hit some dogs with an axe. The dog split into two dogs and killed him.
I'm very curious what the emperor thinks of Amara, just from an appearance standpoint.
You also wanted to fuck a snake.
What?
You also wanted to fuck a snake, so
Listen, I am a snake lady. I didn't say fuck. I said the sexy snake.
to a Yanti abomination.
I'm sorry if my fucking blood boils for the thing my instincts desire. The
power.
fucking kitsune is
Wants the
bitching
dumb
about it.
snake peen.
No, that is not it.
But you're not saying no.
I literally just said no.
But no means yes, and yes means anal.
No, it does not, except for yes means anal. Then yes means anal.
Well then,
Anyway, back to the game. I'm just gonna finish eating my food.
Alright. So,
actually, I do need to double check the distance between here and Osaka.
you will then be dismissed, and you will have things sent to your room. Be assured of this.
Mm,
You will be rewarded,
well, that's good.
and you do have free reign of the grounds at the moment.
Asuka will. Is the Emperor. Japan didn't really use thrones, they just kind of knelt there. Um,
The ornate pillow.
yeah.
Yes.
A very flat, ornate pillow.
Asuka is going to kind of step behind the Emperor and just vanish.
Ninja Vanoosh.
Pretty much.
Also, it would take just a little over 2 hours to get from, like, for Corey to get people from Kyoto to Osaka. Thank you, Google Maps, for. Yeah, like, thank God that this game is actually using real world shit. So I have the actual distance.
Doctors are apparently urging men to stop using banana peels to pleasure themselves. I didn't realize people jacked off with potassium.
Wait, what?
That's. Huh.
So what's the deal with my
Once again, we're live streaming, but okay. A little weird.
What's
I didn't know Moo liked bananas that much. Yes, I heard my name.
my situation? Like,
You're in your room.
I have sword, right?
You have sword.
Do I have permission to take seal off sword?
I mean, you were
Or,
given your sword and sent back to your room.
okay, I remove seal and tell sword that we are pretty much screwed
You don't
because
know
I
where we
assume
are, do you?
we're in the capital.
I swear
We're
to
in
God,
the
if the sword is fucking drawn and Corey actually flinches in front of the Emperor because of you.
no. I just
I
removed the
may not be
seal.
able to place a curse on the Emperor, but I can sure as hell place one on you. I will place it on your children.
At this rate, I may not have children.
If you do, they
Exactly.
will die young with sickly births.
But yeah, I let the sword know that we're in the imperial capital, currently in the palace. Or basically, we're in the emperor's place.
I
So,
know.
okay, how much do you know?
If I recall correctly, the Imperial Palace was built as a sort of mock of this particular god's palace.
So, um,
I swear to God, if you're about to try to run, that is the dumbest idea ever.
so I
Please,
may or
there's a
may not
talking
accept
horse
the
out.
a retainer of the emperor. So, as a recap, in the last 3 months since I've met you, I went from a humble fisherman to a retainer of the emperor.
Fun, right?
This is not fun. All these, all this is because of you.
And many would kill for this opportunity.
I'm a simple man, a fisherman.
Many are willing to kill you for this opportunity as well.
I know. I nearly died. Thank you for getting me out of that horrible situation we found ourselves in, by the way. Well, I found myself in. I appreciate the teleport into the glass of water. Or my character wouldn't know teleport. It would probably be that transportation type thing. Like my character doesn't even know what the hell's going on. So, um, so how can so what's the next step? Like what's the next step?
Do as you're told and don't die.
You don't have a plan.
The plan is don't die.
Why why on earth did you emerge anyway? Like what like do you have a purpose or were you just bored?
War is coming. I wish to participate once again.
Girl, I'm not prepared for war. Like our my first actual fight, and you saw how that went.
You will be prepared.
Press X for doubt. So, okay. So, since we got some time, do you mind teaching me how to do that weird teleport thing you did? That could be useful.
Yes, no.
Hmm. I'm surprised you haven't tried to figure it out on your own.
Well, during this last like what was it, Lucas? 2 weeks? I couldn't. I physically couldn't think of a way to figure this out without, you like all I know is that you have magic and I apparently have something resembling it. I have no clue what that is anyway. It didn't help that everybody was staring at me when I teleported into the into what was it? The fortress castle you said, Lucas?
You were technically still in the castle. That's the best part about that.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help that I was transported naked into into there and everyone was staring at me like I was a yokai.
Well, you certainly looked like one.
What do you mean? I'm a human.
Humans don't have wings.
Wait, wings? No, no, no. I didn't see no wings. I checked my
You're
back for wings.
blind, and I have chosen the wrong one.
I checked my back for wings, Lucas. Because I told you my character did not notice the wings.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Ah,
in a paint
yes. This is the
situation.
future of Japan. This fucking idiot fisherman.
Uh, that's
Can
what
we
I went
take
for.
back our choices and stab him?
Okay,
No, no, you
I'll
can't stab him. He's under the Emperor's employment.
okay, I'll figure out about the whole wing thing later. Like, okay, my character's like clearly like trying to figure out where he should start focusing on his next bit of training. Like, clearly he needs to focus on magic and also his swordplay. But now he has these apparent wings that he doesn't know how to even draw out. Like, he doesn't know where to start. He's basically asking, point me in a direction, and then I can start from there.
Learn.
Which one?
You'll need all of it. Pick one and go from there.
Do I have any of my money on me? Like, do I have a coin?
Bitch, you broke.
Yeah. Um, I look at the sword. Then I'm like, let's see. Well, I assume since you are a sword, learning swordsmanship should be our top priority.
Perhaps.
And I can do some things. I can make that weird ball of light, I guess. Lucas, I attempt to make a ball of light. Ball of light?
Give me a roll.
I'm not on my computer. I can
Okay.
give you a real life. I can give you a real life dice roll, but not a computer roll.
I mean, it'd be a D100, so.
Yeah, I have my D&D dice with me. 87.
Yep. Learn the
So
ball of light.
it, I am still shocked I can do that. Anyway, Lucas. After that, I will start meditating to I don't know, figure out how to do the wing thing because I can't. Because I assume I can't work on my swordsmanship here.
I mean, you can. It's just, eh. You're in a small room. It's ill advised.
Yeah. So Lucas, as I meditate, I'm going to look at the same like the same like feeling that the light came from. You know, the one that's different from the sword. And I'm going to try to find my basically my wings.
Look, guys, he's doing a stupid again. Yay! It's funny, Austin. This is the exact same way that you described trying to find your sorcerer powers.
Yes, but this won't make him explode.
Are you sure?
Damn it, Pacific, you were
some
right. He was
some
gonna do
ASMR actually do explode.
Pacific,
There's
you were right.
an
He
entire
was
sub
gonna do
race for it.
To be fair, one, Pacific, I'm not that subways. Two, the wings already came out one due to high stress. I want to see if I can at least know. Like, I have to at
So
least
what I'm
know their.
hearing is someone needs to try to stab you to death. All right, I volunteer to stab him.
No, I want to do it.
I got protection now. Thank you, Lucas.
I know, but if you're the one who's just like, well, you see, they come out in extreme stress. Well, I mean, best way to figure out where that came from is to replicate the circumstances. Pulls out knife. Now.
No, no, I'm not putting another snake down my pants. Was more concerned about the snake than you pulling out
Don't
a knife.
worry. Don't worry, Downhill. You were just handed a paper scorpion.
A
Oh,
paper scorpion.
You are
Can-
handed an origami scorpion.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear
yeah,
you
we
now.
can hear you.
Okay, I was trying to say you're traveling with me now, Austin. You might not have a choice in the matter.
Oh God,
I
no.
mean, Corey has a snake under her kimono.
Honestly, yeah,
Literally,
Orochi is there like 90% of the
because
time.
Orochi's literally wrapped around her waist. I'm pretty sure, almost 24/7.
Almost.
Question.
Yeah, except when it's time to
Question.
actually feed the snake.
And of course, you know, when Amara is actually next to you.
Yeah.
Hey, question. Offie, do you let Senko play with Orochi every now and again?
What?
Do you let Senko play with Orochi?
Senka would have a different snake.
Um,
Hold on, let
okay.
me look up another fucking breed of snake real quick.
We got Orochi. We got Maru.
Yeah, we've got Orochi, we've got Maru,
Diversity.
we have the anaconda, we have, of course, the Japanese forest rat snake that I gave Teo. Still haven't named that one, and now I need to get you one.
Look, do you
And
need
still
another
need to
D
name the
for
anaconda.
or what's that all about?
What?
Do you need another D100 for wings?
Sure.
Huh. Another
Oh, not
D100.
good. Oh, not good. 67?
Well, you feel something welling up inside you, but it sure as hell ain't wings.
I'm trying to know they're there, basically. I want to know their presence. That's my attempt.
You feel something.
What is this feeling I'm feeling? My character is going to push on that feeling a bit.
I'm just like, I'm glad it's not a nat. It would have been hilarious if it was a nat 1.
uh, so when you ask Amara about if you ever do, I do now have the snake that you'll be getting.
You have pushed out a burp.
Like, I was like, oh, okay, so that is not where I need to look.
I don't know. Are you sure? Maybe you should try again.
I mean, if you ever need, you can always ask Amara how magic worked. We know how well that went last time.
No, I'm going to ask the snake lady who put a poisonous snake near my genital area.
What you cut
Yeah.
out?
I'm going to ask the lady who put a poisonous snake near my genital area.
I mean, far as you know, she's the only magic wielder that you've seen that you know you're going to be traveling with. Unfortunately,
Once we get started, location, I'm gonna be going to the temple. That could be a
Plus,
place
also,
where
now that you have Worth, aside from Sword, Amara's not really willing to kill you anymore.
Wait, my character has worth besides sword?
According to the Emperor, yes.
I mean, you can always be Kitsune food. You always have a
You
tiny
could be
bit of worth.
snake food and kitsune food, in all honesty, with this party.
You just sit there and you're like, wait, I have worth? Yes. Your emergency rations now.
Yeah. I do have an anaconda to feed, unfortunately. That is the one that's always with me.
Anaconda don't want none unless you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah. I actually need to make a little
Accurate.
collar for the anaconda so it can turn invisible. I did not mean to say that out loud.
Uh,
Whoops, there goes my plan for that!
one, um,
Yes, an invisible anaconda. Perfect. Wait, I had my mic unmuted. Shit.
Genuine accident.
So, yeah, I just meditate and I'll just focus on the sword magic. I made some progress on sword magic, but not much. So, meh. Not sure how that goes until. Oh, and I'm doing this until I'm told to get the hell out. Like, if it's multiple
Well, you're
days,
just gonna be sitting there for 2 days. I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm not sorry, actually.
It feels like you guys don't like me, like my character. Like,
I can't
I
help it
mean,
if you're the one who's carrying around a sword that fucking terrifies my kids.
okay, that is true. That is true. I did not know about the whole terrification of fox children. I did not know about that.
You scared an
Kashi
entire
doesn't.
litter of fox children. They were tiny and adorable. And you made them
Tiny and
cry.
adorable while they cowered in the corner.
So they were tiny and adorable and crying in the corner.
If it makes you feel better, Senko was ready to defend them.
For that
Seko would
specific
also have
reason,
been crying in the corner.
Yes, but she had her sword out.
Great, she's holding a sword while crying in the corner.
listen, all right.
Look,
For that reason alone, Kashi does not like you.
You
look,
haven't even heard
Ainz,
from
all I'm going
Corey
to say
yet
is that
regarding
Kashi is
that.
also susceptible to crotch snake. It's just, you're currently under protection of my wife, so
I know.
technically every male in the party is susceptible to crotch snake.
Nomu could just have a crotch.
You know, you know.
You just say Nobu could just not have a crotch?
Could he just not have a penis?
Okay, you get the magical snake then.
It's just a bite from a magical snake. You're not immune to poison, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Looks at both my characters, one of which would just be turned on, the other would be like, why?
Wait,
I
which
forget
one?
which is which.
it's,
Huh.
first one for Magic, it's a really bad 49. Second one's an 82.
Day 2 is significantly better than day 1.
I swear to God, if you light part of the Imperial Palace on fire. I
don't
swear
have
to
any
Apologize
color,
for that one.
literally.
God.
Did anyone
This will be
remember
your
my
second character in this game that'll burn down a building.
Did you
Wait,
just say,
Senko,
did anyone remember my. Oh, that's right, Gamer's still wondering about his spy network.
I
oh
rolled
yeah, true.
I rolled these. I remember it was a 35, a 50, and an 82.
God, your spy network does horribly at the start. Every
Yeah,
goddamn time you roll, it's just, yes, absolute shit.
but it did better with the 82.
So, result of Magic training and Spy Network, Lucas? I don't know, maybe Lucas will be nice enough to give me,
Okay,
like,
I'm here.
okay, we need results.
The spy network is.
I got an 82 on the last roll. Please.
Yeah, but you were also fucking up real bad in the beginning, which affects later.
Yeah.
Spies get fucking caught. It doesn't matter how well they did later on.
Honestly, I
Whatever
think
they're doing
early
so
on
well.
half. Honestly, I think early on half those losses were probably just from Corey.
We're gonna say
Like
the loss
I
for
know his first rolls because he kept losing spies every time they came by to give him reports because the spies were fucking amateurs. And Corey may or may not have had pregnancy cravings. Plausible deniability.
Signs.
Plausible deniability. You can't
what?
prove anything if there's no body.
Crunchity munchity, your wife ate your fucking spies.
Yeah, I know. I was told this by specific. Were they? Did they taste good at least? Specific.
Yeah, they were kind of they were kind of stringy.
They're very screamy.
No, no, no. They weren't screamy. Just utterly pathetic.
And result of magic.
Like I said, you did better day two. You're able to like actually feel for it now.
Spy network
I
is
had a feel
not
for it
bad.
beforehand, I guess.
I really hope that the 80
Just
helps to
barely.
recover.
You're getting a more solid grasp on it. You
Yay!
gotta
Uh,
firmly grasp it.
There you go.
Firmly grasp it.
Cheers, that
You
was
got
to
you got what you.
Boston. So good. Meanwhile, the Spy Network's probably down to like 5 people.
Hold on,
Firmly
hold on.
grasp it.
I have not done the most recent month.
That was the most recent month.
How many weeks was it that we had? Because I only did 3.
we only had 2 days.
No, I meant in total. Because like shop and everything else, things that were things.
It was It was like 3 months in total
Ah,
for all the shit that's happened.
ah. Got it. All right.
Wait,
I'll count those as the months then.
wait. I may actually be able to help my family a shit ton here.
Nope, sorry, we're going in a complete other direction.
No, no,
To
no, 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 no.
Osaka.
No, no. What I could do once I gain enough repertoire, like enough rep, I can be like, hey, my family, they're hardworking people. Maybe we could, help them out a little.
Are you
Like,
going
don't.
to try and schmooze the Emperor?
They're going to try to smooth the Emperor.
You're going back.
Worst idea of all of
Honestly,
your
that's
characters.
that just goes like, ah, yes, you mean the liabilities. You mean the ones that died several weeks ago because they were liability. It's
This
like,
might be the worst idea out of all of your characters, even worse than some of Senko's ideas.
do you have
Am I
any
become
idea what? Do you have any idea how bad of an idea that is? You're literally pointing out that, hey, look, yeah, you see my family who's hard workers who literally are just hard workers and not one of them knows how to wield a weapon and they definitely all could be used to influence me in some way, shape, or form? Yeah, can we do something about them? Sure, execution. Mr.
look
Mr.
You're
Retainer
a
of the Emperor.
samurai. Like, you're a retainer. You're going to become a samurai. You basically don't have a family.
You have given up your family name at this point.
You are
well,
just first name here of the Emperor.
so
You
okay,
become a samurai and then you're given a different last name.
so I am Keisetsu of no name. Gotcha. Lovely.
Oh, great. You
No,
don't
you
have
are
a first name either.
no, you are Kitsetsu of the Emperor's Retinue.
Okay.
That is your exact name and title. You are K Retinue.
Does anything happen in the palace that is interesting? Like, do I get
You
orders
didn't
or
leave
anything
your
like
fucking
it?
room for 2 days.
Yep,
I
I'm just
know.
gonna continue working on the alert feed until it's time to leave.
Fuck, I gotta find the magic tea.
Did you just say magic tiefling?
A magic teacher.
I thought you were gonna say the Master Chief.
Ah, fuck! I need to find
Master Chief.
Master Chief.
He would be a great teacher as well. You know, he's a great
None
soul.
magic. A lot of things, yes. Magic, unfortunately, that's the one subject he doesn't understand.
I gotta find the Master Chief. Why, Chief? You gotta teach me how to magic. All right, you take your fist, you jam it down their throat. Magic, instantly their guts are their insides are.
I'll make these guys disappear. Shoulder Spartan laser. Wait, what part of this is magic? And that's how you make an enemy disappear.
Let's see. Now that I'm thinking, the 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 priest won't be any use to this, right? Like the priest is not going to be able to teach me how to wield my weapons magic.
Purple scribble.
Uh, I
Don't
Okay.
mean,
tell me you fucking soldiers. Don't tell me you sold your gigantic complex soul.
I don't think I would be allowed to. Is the thing.
Oh no, you're always allowed to. It's just one of those things where it's a really bad idea.
No, I did not sell my soul. Don't
Well,
worry.
The only one who can do this match is
Amara, were you signing magical pacts to sell something valuable to you without mentioning it to your?
Look, if people want information or certain things that I can get them and I want their soul for it, I'm gonna take their fucking soul for it.
When Amara is the world.
Will control via contract for their mortal lives.
Oh, that's evil. Hello.
It's not evil, but my character technically is what am I again?
You want
I
info?
am lawful evil actually, so
It's not evil. I'm only charging them their souls.
I've given them the choice. They knew the risk coming into this. I mean, they didn't read the fine print, but that's their fault. They don't.
That would be your decision to figure out where exactly you are.
say what your character's doing. You can run into Nomu for all we know.
Do not run into the shadow man.
Run into the Shadow Man.
The Shotenman?
The short
The
one.
shitting man.
I actually had a character based on that for a while. The Shotenman. That's actually a movie.
Shottenman.
Honestly, I want to make a character based off fucking Gundar.
What I used for the Shotenman was it was actually a supporting character for my Prime Kaz, but it was a one of the Black Ghosts from Ozzy Half Human.
Ooh,
The Shotenman.
the shitting mitten.
Anyways, page. Kyoto. Probably
They're gonna
staying
be
in
coming to you.
the
Don't worry. They're kind of just in the completely wrong fucking city for you to appear.
Don't worry, we'll only be there in a little over 2 hours if you happen to be in Osaka. God, Phantom Speed. Phantom Steed is actually a very useful spell for cutting down travel time.
Terrifying, I believe you mean.
It's not terrifying. One good solid whack, and all of a sudden you don't have a horse anymore. Even though you're 100 feet every 6 seconds.
They're gonna be going to Osaka. She will be.
All right.
The gods have chosen this.
So let's see. In 2 days' time, I think everyone's already rolled for all their shit. So we're just gonna go with the Emperor's. But wait, what the hell was our reward?
You'll find out when it gets sent to your room. He said that.
Yes, but my question is, when was it sent to the room?
Probably overnight when we were sleeping.
Yeah, which means that I should ask because if it's just 2 days of pretty much doing nothing, this would fall under what happened in those 2 days.
Hmm.
Also, how long did it take for him to respond? If you recall my DM, Lucas.
Uh,
Ah, yes, that
What was
noise.
that?
That was a Lucas.
the Lucas reading, because I'm bouncing around my brain going 50 miles an hour.
Oh, fuck. Oh no! Don't tell me a fucking. God damn it! My holes in my ears shrank. Okay, I can pop my earrings back in. Still, thank God. Thought I shrunk a size. It's only been 3 days since I took them out.
Why, yes, your ears heal extraordinarily fast, Authy.
Yeah, I can see that now. I thought the mouth was the fastest healing part of the body. Damn.
Alright, so that you'd probably get a message back day one.
Okay.
What
Just like that, he's on.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to.
I really hope I start packing my business. More business, more money.
I was trying to think of what each character would fucking want within reason. I know Takashi would be like fucking fine with, more armor. Probably
Have
have it padded on the inside this time.
that would be good. I would appreciate that.
Alright, Takashi has internally padded samurai armor.
Miss
Right.
Oh,
like
fuck
just
yeah!
instantly gets concussion. Can I have padding on my armor? Please. Specifically to
Even a
avoid
little
this.
stiff.
Specifically on the helmet.
Like the helmet in the neck areas, the areas where I'm probably fucking flipped over and slammed into the ground again.
Like, wait, done that besides me? I mean,
Takashi, you have a -1 whenever you make attack rolls because you're a bit stiffer, but it also reduces fall damage.
Huh.
It'll reduce fall damage by 2 points per 10 feet.
that's useful.
Can that reduce it down to 0?
No.
No? Okay, then you need to put down minimum of 1.
Maybe.
Because the original phrasing there was it actually could reduce to 0. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I mean, I was just gonna roll d4s.
I just have to roll really good.
Oh,
I
then
would
that would
have
just
have
that,
it
then that would just
roll.
be
Yeah.
fall damage is reduced by a damage die. Well, reduces damage die size by 1.
I
Which Yeah, that would bump it down to D4s.
Or it's gonna be fun when Takashi has to climb the side of a fucking fortress.
So, who's climbing? Well, everyone looks at Takashi.
Nomu pulls out a paper ladder. Here you go.
Chuckles and Monk.
That is so much. That is so much goddamn paper.
That is so much fire.
Go.
Oscar really doesn't give a shit about getting anything. Oscar probably gets another person to munch
Hey
on.
guys, I'm back.
Ah, the extra rations have appeared.
Oscar got a chew toy.
What do you mean Oscar's got a chew toy?
Don't worry about it.
Scribble, scribble, followed by loud crunch.
Ooh, rawhide.
Didn't really like it.
Wait, am I hearing scribbling noises?
You're always hearing scribbling noises.
Oscar
I
got
don't think
a
you understand. You're like
got
the
a
person
treat.
Oscar's always watching. Out of all of us, you're the one person who will always be watching. Oh, Otley, he's just pointing out what everyone got as rewards. So far, we have Ainz getting a suit of padded armor and Oscar getting a person.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get less of a
Crunch.
if I do it right.
And I was kind of just dragged along.
I'm gonna need specifics on who I got. That way I can figure out what all I'm gonna do with them.
It is entirely to your discretion at that point.
All right.
So you're going to send the fisherman back to training, right? Like,
Nope, you're coming with us for training.
oh fuck.
Yeah, you're going training, just not the way you wanted to go.
Just-
As a matter of fact, exact opposite direction.
Yeah.
Just like, God damn it, guys.
What?
Could
What
you
do we
at
do?
least? Could you guys not?
That's Austin. God damn it, guys.
Could you guys not have waited into like, you know, I got done with my training at
I imagine
least?
Oscar.
Nope.
I imagine
This is
No.
your
Oscar
training.
was affected by the cold, correct?
You said I
Yes.
did not get affected by it. Because I was non-yokai.
No, it's because you were a snake. If you were a yokai, it'd actually be
I
better
think
for
we
you.
discussed that, but I don't think we fully discussed that.
Yeah, it's something about
Um,
how cold could potentially trigger a hibernation state in you, which is
Persistent
something weird.
winters would possibly trigger my mental anatomy to hibernate, yeah. It'd be
So
a
yes,
shorter
cold
hibernation.
affects you.
It does very severely.
Yeah, that's what he's referring to, actual temperature-wise, not
Yes.
cold damage.
Yes.
Yes.
So my character
Which is-
doesn't
Not
know.
cold iron.
So
Yes.
I don't.
But this is why I picked up prestidigitation, so I can at least keep myself somewhat warm.
Yes, but you're gonna get a ring.
Oh?
A ring of warmth.
Resistance to cold damage?
And you don't have to fucking constantly press digitation.
Honestly, she's gonna be like, wow, this is gonna be useful.
It's like, God damn, I wish I had this in Russia.
Like, fuck, yeah! God, the amount of time she had to spend in Russia was bad.
It does take an attunement slot though, so keep that
Yes.
in mind.
That's fine.
So, do I have any idea what the hell we're going to be doing?
You have learned nothing. You were sent back to your room after getting your sword. You don't know shit. Because you never left your room.
Well, there wouldn't really be a reason for me to want to, because I'm still horrified.
Bathing?
You said
Yes.
you said that we bathe like once a week. That's normal.
That's for Vikings.
That's a Viking.
That's a
What?
Viking thing.
Oh shit.
In Japan, it's you bathe every. If you can smell yourself bathe, God, you waited too long.
Well, I know what I'm doing on the third day.
What do you
No,
mean
you
on
have
the
the
third
opportunity on the
day?
third day.
We're fucking leaving on the third day. You're gonna get onto a semi-real horse and then just immediately go sprinting towards Osaka
You'll be there. Enjoy your ride.
in a little under 2 hour. Yeah, just a little over 2 hours.
And I assume this is a ride where I can't just meditate through it.
Well, I mean, you're going 13 miles an hour, so
Oh, no.
probably you can probably meditate through it.
Yes, but when I fall off,
Someone will scoop you up, I'm sure. Or
Don't worry,
run
I
you
have a
over.
giant snake that will kind of force you to drag yourself along.
I just picturing Fantasy still sprinting along at a fast pace, and it's just an anaconda biting your ankle while you're getting dragged behind it.
That's one thing you can do, but that wasn't what I was intending.
I'm just like,
you know what?
okay then.
Sure. Sure, guys. Sure.
Look, they said we had to bring you along. They didn't say we had to keep you in one piece.
Look, if you decide to spend your time meditating and fall off your horse, we are not responsible for what happens next. I'm only responsible for getting you there.
Also, have fun because I've called in special reinforcements to help train you.
What do you mean special reinforcements?
You'll see when we get there.
Oh fuck. It's not like you guys know any warlocks.
No, not Warlock, but somebody that will hit the fucking shit out of you if you step out of line.
Pacific.
But that's all of you.
Yes.
Yes, but this guy does it better than anyone else.
It's okay. I can always wail on you with just greater foxfire, make you train against a bunch of flaming
Except maybe
sword
Asuka. I'd
things.
have to pair him up in a fight against Asuka to see.
Pacific, I have no clue how much you're going to enjoy this, but Corey got the cloak of many fashions.
The cloak of
We would completely rephrase that to
the heck is a cloak of many fashions?
Xanthus guard to everything.
Oh, I know that. It was a possible word. I was
It's a common
thinking.
magic item that you can basically make the cloak look like anything.
But it would effectively be
You can make it look like
It's just a cloak that can change appearance.
yes, but it would be kimono. So magical
I could
kimono
change
changing colors.
I hope you realize I actually do wear a cloak over my kimono specifically for the tails and ears.
Yes, technically I am the least stressed person.
Yeah, because magic, just because it's hidden by magic doesn't mean that it's completely infallible.
Hey, you're live streaming this game, right?
I like how I keep seeing Jacob typing, but then he just stops typing.
So basically, I have a kimono that can shapeshift into other kimonos.
And cloak, yes.
Okay. No. I was just wanting
Oh,
to look at the chat. I want to look at the chat.
Okay, kimono
Like-
of many things.
Like right now, I'm playing Hearthstone. Like I don't really care if you tag me in this page. I honestly don't.
Kimono of many fashions. And it says its weight doesn't change. What's the weight of a kimono?
Depends. If its base form is light and
Yeah, that would be what it is. It's going off of the base for it.
then yeah, it would probably just be a base weight kimono, which is not that heavy. It's kind of like wearing a couple of coats.
But I need to know how much it actually weighs because this thing does have weight. Its weight doesn't change, but it has weight. Lucas.
I don't know the weight of a fucking kimono.
What do you mean you don't know the weight of a kimono?
I mean, why the fuck would I know the weight of a particular set of clothing I have never once held?
I don't know. Maybe it's because you're handing me a kimono of many fashions.
Okay, Pacific. So how you can think about this is you know those fucking onesies you can get at Target? It's about 5 of those.
Yes, but I need to know the actual weight so I can put it into my inventory.
It's clothing. It's so light. It's almost negligible. Just put in like 2
I'd
pounds.
like to point out just normal clothing is 4 pounds.
I would go with the I would go with the commoner's clothing.
Commoner's clothing, okay.
Yes, because it is technically commoner's clothing.
Okay. Thank you. Just needed to know what to use for it.
Ooh.
I don't know if it was fancy before it got enchanted. I don't know what. It's just shape-shifting clothes. God damn it, noxious shape-shifting clothes. Okay, 3 pounds. This is a 3-pound kimono. Eh. I'm sure at some point this is going to be important for something. For some godforsaken reason or other, but whatever.
Ow.
Alright, there we go.
So what happens when we wake up?
I mean,
Wait,
you wake
my
up.
bad. My brain was being dumb.
Oh,
I was still on the same day. Fuck.
also, write down. Don't forget to write down something for Cam.
What?
That's right.
Yeah, because Cam would have gotten something too.
My brain is on fire. Sorry.
She may not be here to hand her something right now, but she did get something.
Also, Lucas, I like that you just gave me the perfect reason to go back to provocative clothing.
Okay.
God damn it! Now she has a reason to not wear as many.
Literally, now I just have a solid reason to walk around naked.
Meanwhile, Corey's just like, yes. Meanwhile, my clothes can just be any clothes that I wish. Because bonus action.
I can lose my clothes so you can have more clothes.
God, what have I done?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna.
Lucas has many regrets now.
I have
It's just
no
one of those
regrets. I'm
moments.
just
It's just
playing.
one of those moments when Corey's just like, yes. Hey, look, isn't this that street with all the eligible bachelors on it? V-neck kimono. As a bonus action, rounds the corner on the other end of the street, goes back to normal
You
clothes as a
just see.
bonus action. I have no idea what you were talking about.
Nah, Mara would most likely just wear the shortest fucking kimono she has.
Probably.
Which would actually be, if I can fucking find it in these pictures.
Okay. I gotta figure out how I can do shenanigans.
Please don't, but
You
this one.
cannot shenanigate me.
No, I
Let
just
me put it like this: if you
not.
start trying to do shenanigans on a Phantom Steed, I can bonus action dispel that, and you'll just fall on your ass going 13 miles an hour.
No, not that.
Honestly,
not
that is
that.
still fast as fuck in this time zone.
That is fast as fuck in this time period.
One sec.
Here's grinding of ass on cobblestone.
It's like you start trying to run away. Bonus action dispel.
No. I meant like for shenanigans trying to get my warlock shit.
I swear to God, you put the kids in danger. I don't give a shit who it happens to be. Yeah, like, I don't give a shit who you happen to be serving. Don't endanger the kids.
I won't willingly endanger the kids.
Austin, I don't give I don't give a shit if it was willing or not. Don't endanger the kids.
My babies.
My babies get hurt, you'll never have kids. You won't live long enough. In any case. So let's see. 2 days later, I'm going to be spending pretty much all my free time
I'm back, but it'll be
improving
gone
on.
soon.
Yeah, I'm going to spend all my free time working on the alert feat. So 2 days later,
What's happening?
who's ready to go home?
What do you mean, go home?
Nomu has been just working on his alert knowledge. Okay.
What do you think I mean by going home? We're heading home.
Actually, Lucas, since this is around the second day, it would be about time, wouldn't it?
Technically, this would be the dawn of the third day, but yes, if you have something that happens on the second day, please state it now.
Yeah, Teo shows up.
Okay.
So let me quickly just bamp. Fuck! I never made his token. He's a
Place
fat
it down.
boy.
Block.
He's a thick boy. That's a thick ass boy. Give me 1 second to try to find his photo because I don't even know where I had it saved.
Damn, double team stuff on a Thursday afternoon.
I just. Damn. A snake in the pants. I'm still shocked about that.
What? First time that's ever happened?
Don't worry. I was feeling your
God.
pain as I was describing it because I am a guy too.
God. It was horrible.
It was.
Every person here felt that. You know that, right?
Because every person who was listening at the time was a guy.
Yeah, it felt
And we're
so
just like, oh,
uncomfortable.
God.
You understand why I was trying to get said snake out of my pants.
No, we all understood why. I just wasn't gonna let it happen.
Yeah, we understood this. We just weren't gonna let it happen because it sucked.
Oh, that's gonna be a story one day I'm gonna put on my channel. Fuck it.
Oh God, I wouldn't
The
blame
time
you.
I got a snake. The time my D&D character got a snake stuck in his pants.
I did also post the image in general. I'm gonna make my token now.
Oh, it's on your channel now?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
This is being live streamed.
It's fine. I can still tell the story. Nah. I'd rather
You'll all
tell
find out later from his perspective. Meanwhile, it's probably going to be flawed with him being the sole victim here instead of him doing stupid shit that caused it.
Oh, he's gonna totally fucking say the wrong shit. When I see that video on his channel, I'm gonna call him out on it.
To be
As the
fair,
person literally types it as the person who stuck the snake into your pants. That is definitely not what happened.
I'm actually going to tell it how it is. The stupid shit and all. Stupid shit and all.
So every single thing that you did, because I remember exactly what happened. Almost.
I made the mistake of trying to meet one of the party members.
Actually,
that wasn't
No,
really
that-
the stupid shit. The stupid shit there was you rolled to see which one you met instead of just going to a location you knew one of them would be at. And then you followed it up with the second stupid shit, which was you then reported the undercover party member who was spending almost all their time invisible.
She also.
That's a smart idea.
She smacked me in the face.
I did that for a
Of course
reason.
she smacked you in the face. You literally stuck your face into her breasts.
Not willingly.
How How else is she supposed to react?
She was also invisible. To be fair, I will. This is no one's fault. This is just how the events happen. That's how I
am
see it.
sorry, but in the nature of, like, but just in the nature of how that entire situation went, nope, that was you.
How was that my fault?
You're
I
the
said
one
I
who
bumped into her. I said I bumped into her. I didn't say I put my face in her tits.
Yes, but you're the exact height for it.
You were the exact height. What were you expecting to
I
happen?
didn't know she was taller than me.
Yeah, no,
She's
I am
taller
the
than
tallest.
Corey.
I
And
think, aside from
Corey's
Asuka, I am
taller
the
than you.
tallest person in the party, which makes me the tallest female.
Yeah.
Oscar is short. It's Juzane who's tall.
Oh, I think I'm still taller than Juzane?
Does it really matter?
6 foot even. I
no,
don't think
you're
so.
not.
Juzane's a kind of weird case.
Juzane was designed to be based after the, big boy.
There we go.
I can't remember his name, but Lucas has referenced him a few times. I believe he's Chinese though.
Which one?
The fucking
But there
big
you go.
ass Asian warrior.
Token.
Benkei?
Yes.
Japanese?
And
Okay.
picture is in general for those that actually want to see it. I'm close
No,
up with some.
Oscar's short. He's like 5'4". Or no. Yeah, 5'4" exactly. I had it right.
Okay.
Oh, hey, he's the same height as Corey.
Yeah, he was that was
So
the tallest I could make him as a ninja.
we living? We
Yeah,
leaving?
no, that would be tomorrow. This is
Okay.
when Authy's character shows up. Authy.
Wait, Authy made a new character?
I've
Authy's
had a
been a
backup
backup
character.
character for a while now, ever
Just
since you
in
started
case
your
something happened.
Yeah, specifically, he started that after you started up your shenanigans.
Just to make it easier for us, he would probably show up on the final day when we were about to leave.
What, like first thing in the morning? He's just sitting outside the room, like, "Oh, good, you're finally awake, Corey." Mara, honey, why is someone sitting in front of our door?
No, he'd probably meet you out in front of the Emperor's palace. If that
That would work.
because we would always have to let the Emperor know we're leaving, and then we'd exit out the front. Because we are actually staying at the palace, so
Yep.
the respectful thing is to leave through the front.
You know, I just couldn't help but, hey, you're finally awake. You're ready to cross the border, right? Sleep over there.
Uh,
That guy just starts talking to you for no fucking reason every time you launch up the game. He's like, man, I was just trying to sleep.
Please. No, not again.
Honestly, seeing that one thief get fucking shot in the back is always satisfying.
You dumb bitch.
Dumbass. But yeah, as you all exit out of the palace, there is a figure armed with black armor, long white hair, and he's just kind of standing there with his hand on his sword as he stares up at the party. Amara is just gonna kind of hurry down, meet him to where she's just about out of earshot of you all and start talking to him. Yes, you may scribble.
He is new.
All right.
So of course, must scribble. Vigorous scribbling, actually, as I'm taking first sketches. They need to be fresh.
Scribble, scrobble.
They must be fresh.
You would actually be the first person to easily notice this, but his eyes are very, not like droopy, but they're obviously saddened and depressed.
He looks tired without looking physically tired. He's
Yes.
tired.
Yes. Literally just an emo kid like Itachi.
I am going to, of course, as I've described multiple times, when he has drawn these people, people, he does not exaggerate, but when it's like first sketches, he highlights people's distinctive features and normally a positive light. There's literally nothing he can do here, so it looks like he's added eyeliner to this man's eyes. So they're even darker.
This is fantastic.
But it looks
Actually,
this fault for
the
one.
funny thing is, I'm missing about 5 spells from this guy's spell sheet, so I have to go figure out what the fuck I want to do for that.
Wait, is he an fucking Eldritch Knight?
Nope.
Nope, he's a paladin. He's already said this.
Oh,
Yep.
well, I wasn't here when he said it.
He is a
No,
Pulidini.
he said it several times, including in response to you asking if he was a warlock.
Yes,
'Cause
this is literally going to
Austin,
be
you were the
opposing
one who
classes training. This is almost your exact opposite. This man has been a fighter since he was 14, and because of all the time skips we had, how old is he now? Let me check. No, my bad. He was 16. He's currently 23. He's been doing this for a minute. Party, what do you do? Because I've done my thing, and I'm about to be picked up for a weed deal, so I'm going to dip for a few.
Okay, guess I walk over and say hello.
He gives you a nod and a slight bow.
Takashi also gives greetings as a small ferret on actually not a ferret.
You notice as
I
a
swear to God, if you're pulling the weasel thing right now.
No, not a weasel. Not a weasel either. Small fox.
you notice Amara puts her hand out as a deep crimson forest rat snake crawls out from where his collar is along his shoulder, out of his armor, and just wraps around Amara's arm as she just scratches underneath its chin. As he looks at the rest of you, you must be Mara's companions. My name is Teo. Which one of you am I supposed to train?
That would be the young fisherman in the back.
He tilts his head. Ah,
Hello?
greetings. I'm not quite sure how to do a kind of royal for a Japanese person because he does have that noblish blood.
Noble-ish.
Wow. we
Noble,
are-
but not
He's
quite.
higher he's higher ranking, but he's considered like that bottom of the barrel high ranking.
So he's the noble who just barely is a noble.
Yes.
Or like the brand new noble who hasn't had time to actually establish themselves amongst nobility. Which one? They're slightly differently portrayed. I said, so he's like either that noble that just barely qualifies as nobility, or he's that noble who is so new to nobility that he hasn't established himself yet.
He was basically almost a noble. Or almost not a noble. So he was
Okay,
just
so it's
literally
pretty
had barely no power as a noble. But it doesn't matter
Alright.
because his family's basically dead anyway. So his name carries no power. Only he does. In the form of a sword.
That's not necessarily true, but
If you ever use his last name, maybe.
Okay. I will go up and introduce myself.
Corey's gonna
I
start
am-
ritual casting the Phantom Steed, by the way. I'm not using spell slots for this.
Takashi will
Sit there nicely and wait for his fucking phantom horse.
yes, that too. But I'm gonna say he'll stay close by the kid.
Continue.
Fox Nomu.
So, does my character know he doesn't have a last name anymore, or no? Like,
If they hadn't already told you, then it was because it wasn't worth mentioning. Or it was apparent as all Yeah, Corey was apparent as all hell.
You are from Japan, so you would probably know that samurai don't typically carry a last name and usually named after their lords.
So I would say I am Keisetsu of the Emperor, or like, is that correct, Crow, or no?
You would not pick up your lord's name unless you were adopted.
So
It would just be I am Keisetsu of the Emperor's retinue. Please
I-
train me.
I am
For the love of
Keisetsu.
God.
I am Keisetsu of the Emperor's retinue. It's very nice to meet you.
He kind of looks you up and down, gives like the slightest of bows, and says, "Well, we're going to start training. Every moment of your life from here on out will be living hell until you're able to beat me in a fight.
My
I understand the
character-
rest of you need to get moving soon. I say we get on horseback. We have daylight to burn."
Meanwhile, Corey's busy summoning up horses. That would make this fucking fast.
As I finally get to log into World 20 because my computer's been mean to me today.
Let me see. How many people do I have to make horses for?
A lot.
You don't have to do it for Nomu. He's on Takashi's shoulder.
I know, but I need a count. It is Inu,
Oh,
myself, Senko, Fisherman Boy, Amara.
you're not gonna call me by my name until I've earned it, are you?
By the way,
Not in the slightest.
I don't think you need to make one.
Fisher Boy.
Go in the backpack.
Let me see. Takashi. So that's 7?
You can make it 6 if you put Senko in the backpack as well with the fox turtle.
Well, Senko, get in the bag.
No!
I am doing this in cycles.
Your bag is so filled, though.
Whatever,
That-
then you're sitting on Corey's lap. I don't care.
That is perfectly fine.
You can sit with Takashi and Nomu.
No.
Just as a fox.
No,
Ugh.
we're not doing that. We're not letting that happen.
This is why Corey's gonna end up being the last person to go. Don't worry. In total, this just means the trip's gonna take 4 hours tops.
That is really fast.
Yeah, it is really fast. Once again, 13 miles in an hour. And considering they don't have to stop for anything, and they just dispel after an hour, at which point I just resummon them. I can have this thing go up pretty much all day. I can crush all of Japan in almost a single day.
And we'll put that one in the back pocket for later.
In any case, who wants to go first? Seriously though, who wants to go first? Because Corey's definitely going to be going last since she's the one who's actually summoning the Phantom Seeds. I need to know who's going in.
Teo will
After
grab the horse first and be in front.
right.
I will.
I hope you
grab-
realize that the moment you get on the horse, it's just going to take off because she really does want to get the most mileage out of each of these.
No, if you explain the spell to him, he would most likely understand what to do.
Yep.
I guess Takashi will go as well.
So you're going second. Okay, so you're leaving about 10 minutes after Teo because I'm ritual casting these.
Yep.
Plus, if he goes first, that also means that anything that attacks 10 minutes up ahead will hit him first.
I mean, first they're going to have to hit a very fast moving target or knock your horse out from underneath you.
And then, of course, they have to try to hit me.
And
Yeah.
then by the time Takashi arrives to get a heal up,
Please, I have about, how many points is it?
So-
40 points of just being okay.
5 times your level.
Okay,
Yeah.
so who's going next? Mara or the fisherman? Or is it going to be Cam?
Fisherman.
All right, fish boy, get on the horse. While I still have two lovely ladies here who can
Alright,
actually
get
manhandle
on
you
the
onto the.
horse.
Scribbles.
Died. So I'm waiting for it to reset.
Huh?
My internet just died, so I'm waiting for it to
Ah,
reset.
well, guess what? You're getting on a fucking horse. A horse that you just saw materialize in front of you.
Not the strangest thing my character's seen.
It's like you're either getting on this fast as fuck horse, or I'm tying you to the back of it, and you'll be dragged.
I will not anger the people who have successfully kidnapped me, and I'm taking orders
You
from.
me
Twice.
twice, and the relatively hot lady who's just
No,
conjuring
no.
forth horses.
You know what? No. You're not in charge of me. I'm going to I'm going to look at Apex and see if I get the nod to get on it.
You mean the scribbling noises?
I'm going to look around for scribble noises. Looking
Hey
for
Cameron, like, hey Inu,
So-
Amara, can you please throw him onto the horse?
Yeah, Anacon is gonna wrap him up real quick.
I was just gonna say, while he's looking around, a nice kind of fiery set of letters appears, and I think I can do up to 5 cubes. Yeah, there's about a 5-foot cube worth of just kanji that reads, "If you don't get on the horse, I break your legs."
Okay, get on the horse.
You're just like,
I
you
get
know
on
what?
the
None
horse.
of you guys are my boss. Well, okay then, but but I guess you won't miss the next 4 hours of your life. What? Gets knocked unconscious,
I get on the horse.
thrown onto the horse like a sack of potatoes.
I get on the horse after seeing the phone
Drunk
before anyone gets.
Congratulations, you've already wasted a minute.
That's awesome. I was gonna ask how you would do that in the game.
Yeah, okay, so that's gonna take off.
Could get away with precipitation, but I'm using minor illusion for mine because it creates images, and as long as it can fit within a 5-foot cube, then words easily fit within a 5-foot.
Austin, I hope you realize that this means that you're probably going to end up losing your horse like
That literally the paper is
quite a considerable distance behind everyone else, so you're probably going to end up getting grabbed by the next rider and dragged the last little bit
Which would probably end up being
because
Amara.
you delayed, because you decided to delay.
I was just getting confirmation to do it.
Too late. You're getting dragged.
Okay.
Maybe next
like-
time you'll get on the horse when the caster fucking tells you to get on the horse.
I'll be back in a bit. Sorry, guys.
I was
Next
just
one goes to Amara. The one after that goes to Inu. Then I'll go. Then we get to repeat this process out in the middle of nowhere, 13 miles away in an hour. After he gets dragged.
this time I get on the horse without complaining. When the bloody spellcaster told me to.
I'm guessing you're
Good.
from getting dragged.
Yeah, I am.
This is one of those things where, let's see, that would take at most, it would take Corey about 2 hours to get to the halfway point due to the sheer number of people she has to ferry. Because it's an hour to conjure up all the horses and then an hour for herself to get there. Then another. Okay, yeah, we'd be in Osaka in probably 5-ish hours. Because we'd be close enough to walk after the second run.
Got it.
Sorry about talking over there, Pacific. I thought I muted myself.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I kind of figured that was the case, so I just kept talking. So now that we're in Osaka,
Wait.
and Mr. Fisherman's kind of been tossed about a bit.
I'll do a thing.
What?
I want to see my kids, Corey.
You want to stop me in the middle of my spellcasting so that you can look in a bag.
No. It's between the spellcast. I'm just gonna be like, can I hold the kids on this one?
We would be there in 5 hours. Provided someone doesn't distract me while I'm fucking casting.
Fine.
Thank you.
I just wanted to hang out with the kids, man.
We'd be walking into town.
I meant while walking into town, but when I first said it, I meant while walking into town.
You can hold Senko.
but kids.
You asked for your kid. Senko's technically your adopted daughter.
But that's not the only child I have. To see all the kids.
Do you want me to hand you to Slime?
No, what? Fine.
It's sad that I have to threaten you with this
Yay!
for the little slime child.
No, I said
I'm
fine.
back on my computer now. Let me
Oh,
get back
you're
on my
fine with
phone.
holding the little slime child? Here you go, have a little slime child.
What is the slime child's name?
I have it in my bio. Give me just a second. Yes, I named the slime child. I swear to God, if you harm the slime child, you'll die.
I'm not going to.
Not you. Him.
Well, I was just curious what the. I'm gonna die if I say thank you wrong. Okay, I understand that I am in the
That would be
biggest.
Izumi. That's Izumi.
I I I understand that I am probably the most fucked out of everybody here right now. I understand that I'm going to most likely go back to playing Senko. I understand this. You guys ain't gotta keep threatening me like every 15 seconds.
But I must.
No, you
It's in
don't.
character. It is in character for me to threaten you.
Well, out of character, can you please stop? I'm sorry, but at least like 30 seconds before threatens. Just give me some time. Hey, wait, what the
The
fuck happened
timer's already started.
Wait, what happened to Senko's token? That is not Senko.
That's pages. And
Oh,
I don't
wait.
know where Senko's token went. It wasn't on the board.
Hello,
It's-
little slime child.
My bad.
Other than
That's Izumi.
hello is I am your father.
Gargling noises. Just wet slime noises. It's like, I hope you realize she hasn't figured out how to actually stabilize vocal cords yet.
Yes,
You're like,
but
wait, she? It doesn't really have a gender. It's the awkward moment when it's like, ah, yes, female. How do you know it's female? Well, it isn't, but it looks female right now, so we're gonna call it her.
anyway, I'm gonna put you back in the bag. Wanted to say hello. I'm your new father.
More gargling noises.
Great. Back in the bag.
Anywho,
This was happening while we were walking.
did anyone else have something to do while we're walking before we actually get into town and Paige can finally, and Paige can finally introduce her character?
I'm staying quiet. My life has been threatened. I am not talking.
No. Oh,
Don't harm the slime child.
so many things can happen.
Even though my character wouldn't want to hurt kids.
No, actually, you know what? Down here, a little tiny fox up.
I am horrified.
Oh god, is this the one where it's literally just like kind of like that little clip of the dog who's just like "fuck you"? Yeah, like it's just a small dog looks at him, "fuck you."
Small fox comes up to you.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Honestly, I think you'd be more surprised at the fact that the fox was talking.
Fox talk.
The the fox actually said "fuck you," and you're like, You can talk? Did you not understand a single thing that I just said? Well, no, it just you can talk.
No, my character's going to stay quiet because no, I'm not dealing with a talking fox. I have dealt with enough already. I'm staying quiet and following the group. I've learned my place. I know what I need to do to stay alive.
Everybody's going into town. Paige, we're all walking into town.
Fox goes back onto Takashi's shoulder, stares at Fisher Boy.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this thing. Where do you guys go first?
I head
Home.
home
Home.
to our assorted houses.
Oh God! Why is there all this money in my weapons closet?
Honestly, I probably stop by my house first, like me and Takashi's house first, drop off the kids,
Sanko will go
and
buy her a
go,
black
and then
place.
go and yeah, and then go inform Juzane that we're back.
Okay, my character would probably be walking, like following a person around that would approach you guys, going hello.
You're following who around?
Who?
Just like I guess, or
Takashi, Nomu,
my
fucking
character would
Inu.
know, but I couldn't, but I can't think of a description.
Just give, give, give player.
Um, should be probably just talking to some random person.
All right. Roll a 1d4 for the people here.
I guess.
All right.
Okay,
I feel like there's 4 people you could talk to as people's currently sitting here.
okay. A 4!
4.
Did you remember to assign people to the sides before you rolled?
I was
What?
You
I was
forgot to
gonna
assign people to the sides.
I was gonna claim 4, but okay.
Alright,
Alright. Guess you're
Alright.
walking up to Takashi.
Okay. Hello!
Hi. Very just curious on why you immediately came up to me and said hi for no reason.
How are you?
Quite well.
So what you up to?
I'm going home.
Okay. By the way, so what's your name?
I am Takashi. Little Fox perks his ears up. This is Noma.
Yes. The manager just goes, I am Takashi. Smells strongly of Kitsune.
I am Rio.
Hello, Rhea.
Who's
So,
breathing heavily into their mic?
I Crow?
Dab.
After I thought he was asleep because I thought sleep noise.
Yeah, I was like hearing heavy mic. I'm like, bro? Last time this happened, you fell asleep in the middle of a session.
yeah, quite literally.
Well,
Are you,
what do you
uh,
Crow? What if I say what you
Ring,
want?
ring,
That
ring,
means
ring,
um,
ring, ring, ring.
okay,
Banana phone.
give me one,
There we go.
give,
Insanity.
give me 1 second. Hold on.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding
Yeah,
dong,
no,
ding.
I
Banana
give
was
me a second.
phone.
say, would it be
I know,
rude of
hold
me to
on.
consider what do you want? Why are you talking? Would that be rude to say?
Why are you
Give me one
speaking?
second. My dad's
This
yelling
is
at me.
Japan. Just going. You're just gonna
Oh,
go ahead and be as straightforward as best you can.
got it. Waiting for Paige.
Says the man who still smells strongly of another kitsune.
Smells of different Kitsune at this point, because Nomu and Fox.
She is a kitsune. You can smell
Yeah,
that.
so she would be able. Well, no, that's one of those things where most kitsune in Japan always move about disguised. But as a kitsune, you can literally smell the other kitsune on him.
Yep.
And a different yokai.
No, she is okay.
No move really would not have a smell. He's a fucking shadow.
Hold
He
on,
does
hold on.
not have a
Are
smell.
yeah, I'm gonna ask this. Are you saying that character smells like a Nomu? Or are you trying to say
No,
my character does?
no, I'm saying that
No.
that you smell
I'm here.
a different yokai on my character.
Okay. Daddy, I
What
am
do you
live
want?
streaming. Hold on.
What happened?
My dad's
This is
yelling
what
at me
Kashi
for something
Well,
earlier.
we made it back to Osaka,
Yes.
Safe and
Paige,
and
sound, no
fuck you.
Paige's,
interruptions.
and Paige's character just bumped into Takashi.
What do you want? Very straightforward and very blunt.
Yes.
He wants to go home.
Down.
He does not care who you are.
I'm back. Okay.
Welcome back.
I am sorry. Like so much stuff just sort of like happened right as soon as I was talking. Like I was getting yelled at. I was getting a
Fine.
phone call, and like
It's fine.
Everything started to fall apart.
pretty much yes.
Kashi just said what you want, and because he really doesn't care who you are at this.
Okay. My character would say if you need to borrow anything, let so and so know.
What?
Mm, let who know?
What?
I can't think of a name at the moment.
You mean Suzanne or
So and so is a placeholder name at the
Is
moment.
it just me or is anyone else having Lucas's mic like skip?
No, that's literally just his mic. It's on his end.
yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
As my character would go do what resume what she was doing.
Kashi will head home and say that he. I'm pretty sure Corey was with me because we were both heading home.
Kid, if I was near there, she'd be feeling disturbed to hell. That's just something that Kitsune. Yeah, that's just something that Kitsune would detect.
Still, we were both heading home, meaning we were both either taking the same path or you were going somewhere else before that.
I said I was swinging by the house to drop off the kids and heading off to tell you saying, "Hey, we're back."
Yeah,
It's only been a few months.
yeah, but my point stands. I was heading home at this moment.
In
Yeah,
that particular case,
this is why I was confused on why Pacific wasn't talking.
Okay. So my character.
in that,
Okay.
in that
My
particular case.
character goes off.
Hey, Paige, what was your modifier for
Modifier for my what?
your illusion under the human form?
You said
Like, oh, I'm right. You're like, oh, in that case, if I'm right beside him, well, you would sense the fact that like that there's something strong nearby, and I have a fucking 22 to
what
investigation there.
proficiency modifier would I use?
Uh, on
Percept.
human form, that is literally DC 10 plus proficiency bonus plus charisma modifier.
What is the proficiency bonus though?
The proficiency bonus you get from your level.
Okay, you're level 8, right?
Yeah.
That's a
Yep,
3.
proficiency bonus of 3.
So it'd be 17.
All right. So I know you're a kitsune. What do I see?
You would probably just see like a two-tailed kitsune.
Ah, she's younger than me.
How old is your character? Because there's a certain thing you're still considered a child, even past.
No, she's old enough to not be a child.
Yeah,
All right,
The only,
she
good.
has
the
2
only,
tails.
yeah, she has any more than one, it's guaranteed she's not a child.
God,
Wait, DC is 17, right?
Yeah, for the investigation.
Okay, I do have proficiency. Shit, I had to roll a 10. Very nice. Okay. So, accurate sketch then. Fantastic. That's all it was important. Like, I really don't care for the kitsune. But wait, I need to know for the sketchbook. Yes, the sketch is accurate.
yay.
With a 21? Yeah, because 13 plus 7 is 20, and then I got a 14. So, accurate sketch is accurate.
Well, in that case, Corey would just be a little. Yeah, in that case, Corey would just be a little bit more possessive of Takashi during that entire conversation.
Two-tail.
Takashi hasn't cared enough to try and pay attention. He just wants to go home.
Don't worry, dear. It's just it's just one kitsune going. Nope, this one's mine. To another kitsune. Meanwhile, you're remaining completely oblivious, like usual.
Yes. Even with a good investigation.
I s-
Royan, this is mine. This is where my babies come from.
Mm.
Let me escort to that you then.
Okay, maybe not like that, but all right.
Just Lois Griffin the fuck out of those balls.
I meant more in the sense that she'd be a little bit more clingy to him during the conversation, not like, God, why? We're still in the middle of the street, people.
Yeah, my character would have probably left by the sort of like probably would have left the area after that conversation, going back to what she was asked to do.
Okay, I guess we're just going home.
We go home. No
I
We
go
go
inform.
home.
I go inform Juzane that we're back.
no Mufalo,
Business
the lady.
and well, fisherman.
Fisherman does nothing unless he's told to.
Oh, I forgot about Fisherman. No
Fisherman does
Mufalo, the
nothing.
lady.
Yeah,
Fish-
well,
Mufalo,
here's the lovely thing. We still need to figure out who the hell you're staying with.
Yes,
Guess
I
someone's gonna
realize
keep
that.
an eye on you.
Yes, I realize that.
And unless you intend to be a bunch of Fox children's chew toys, I wouldn't recommend staying with Corey or Takashi.
Doesn't Takashi have like his own thing?
Is an inn? Do you mean an
Yeah.
inn? Yes, I have an inn. You, but everything in this world costs money, kid.
I'm a samurai asshead.
You are a fisherman.
You are a
You are.
fisherman,
You
and
are a
that is your
fisherman.
official cover for the entire time you're fucking here.
Then
You
how
pay
do I
just like everyone
explain?
else.
Then how do I explain the sword?
You use a sword to fish. It's actually used as a fishing thing sometimes. Like you
No,
literally
we're
attack
not doing
fish
that
with a
again.
sword.
We are not doing
I
that.
had an entire game with a turtle who sold drugs off of his body that nailed two swords together and used that like a fucking fishing rod. We are not doing that again.
Well, you see.
Well, you can also use it just to cut up the
Well,
fish for
you
sushi.
see, the easiest way to explain that is
properly,
we have.
fucking Chris.
We'll talk about that
He's
later.
the
Well,
king of bullshit.
well, you know what? The easiest way to explain the sword away is the fact that we could always just say you're working for Juzane. He's in town, you know. Of
My
course,
favorite
that
part
also
is you're
means that if you
probably
do
gonna say
stupid
this.
shit.
You're gonna say this before clearing this with me, so I'm just gonna be like, "Wait, who's working for me?"
By the way, you have some By the way, you have some uppity fisherman who happens to have a god sword as a new retinue member. I hope you're okay with this. And you're like, wait, what?
Don't worry, he'll
Verify.
get smacked around a lot.
I Twitchers.
In fact,
So
you
we may.
all, because Austin, as soon as we get there, you're put into training.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured was going to
Hey,
happen.
I'm back.
You all
What's
hear
up?
a very Austin. I'm so
Austin
sorry.
wasn't listening to any of it.
No, I went to check something.
Oh no.
I apologize because I'd said that the moment we get there, you're immediately put into training.
There's
Wait.
also a fox.
So as Corey is talking to Zane, they just suddenly hear a big thunderous clap.
Wait, are you going to at least? Oh, so you're just sneak attacking me?
No, you're aware. I'm just like, all right, you're off the horse now. Put your sword up, and you're like, what? Put your sword up. Whap!
Wait, if my character tells you, hey, if I unleash sword, Fox is gonna get mad at me.
First
I'm on the
off,
other
you
side
don't
of
have
town.
time to say that because you've just been whapped.
Okay, roll the hit.
Do you want me to? Because this will do damage. I was gonna do it with a sheath sword at least.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you want me to hit, you know.
Uh,
go ahead.
It's gonna do damage regardless if
I
sheath
mean,
or not.
sheath sword is just a
It'll
Yeah.
do significantly less damage if it's sheath.
Lucas, with that, the sword casts mage armor on me at least, since it's at will. Or
No.
no.
Let's just see.
This is your fight. You gotta
That
trigger
actually
it.
wouldn't normally hit. Wait, no, you don't have armor yet, do you?
No, I'm armorless.
He's still wearing nothing but the clothes on his back.
What's your
That
dex?
one is what's his dex.
Dex is +3.
Yeah, no, that. So
I
you would actually
barely
have just enough
dodged.
time so my sword would smack into the ground. Then again, I'm
Well-
actively attacking you, so.
Okay, Lucas, first things first, ethereal armor is on, because I can do that at least. My character knows how to do that. And I draw my sword. Of course, pressure from sword happens.
No,
the
you would
sword?
keep that sheath because you would notice mine is sheathed.
Oh,
I swear to God, if you unsheath the sword, you're just gonna get.
okay.
Like, then he's gonna
Sheath
stop
sword.
using the training wheels, and then you're in deep shit.
Okay.
No move.
I attempt to smack him with the sword since he just tried to smack me.
I will also smack him back for this.
Hold on. I get.
say?
So how do I roll for smacking? Do I just click the sword? Wait, no. This wouldn't count. This wouldn't count as. Does the sword? Is the sword gonna let me use
I
my
was planning
charisma?
this to be a situation where it was all theater based and we didn't have to roll for this. But if you want to roll for this, I can fuck you up. I don't care.
Lucas, question: does the sword allow me to use charisma this time, or am I still using the other thing? Like, am I still using my strength? Is the sword going to be nice, basically?
No.
You don't know how
Fuck
to use
no.
sword. Learn how to use sword.
So I can't use charisma.
You're
Learn
still
to
using your goddamn training wheels, man.
Buddy,
Okay.
we're not going with training wheels. If he wants to get strong fast the way we need him to, I'm gonna put this man through a meat
Proficient-
grinder
Let's
twice.
see. So it's 1d20 plus my proficiency plus my strength modifier for
Correct.
long. Okay. Oh god, I only get a +2. My strength's a -1.
Fuck.
That misses.
I
And
at least
also
I-
because you attacked me, I get to make another attack as a reaction.
Have a wonderful day.
That one hits, and I get to do it a second time.
wait. I get to attack twice too. Dude, no
Right.
wait. I
That's a
don't.
nat 20, by the way. You are most likely puking your guts out as this hits you in the middle of your stomach.
Oh, good.
Hold on.
Meanwhile, on the other
Put
side,
through the ringer.
like
Yeah, I'm
meanwhile
on
on the
my
other
I'm on
side of
my
Osaka,
I'm on my
so
I'm on my
Juzane
knees at this
about
point.
that. We may or may not, we may or may not have ended up dragging home a stray. But hey, you got a new member of your retinue.
And my sword is put
Unofficially.
back at the hip. First lesson, always be ready for a fight. Nobody is your friend, even your allies.
I don't even know how to fight.
Then learn. Not everyone has the luxury of training daily. You're gonna get thrown into shit where you're gonna lose your shit and die.
Exactly
Either
how
live
Corey's
and fight
supposed
or
to
die.
explain this to Juzane, since she's probably going to just pawn off explaining away the reason why he has a sword on Juzane. Somebody, friend, father of like 3 of her kids.
Wait,
Give me a solid.
I have more kids with Corey than her husband.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually always been
Technically,
the case.
technically, if Amara was male, she would have more kids with Corey than all of you combined.
God damn it.
If I was male.
Probably.
I know.
I mean, this isn't a competition to see who's ridden the bike the most.
Just the awkward, but I can't help it that it rolled twins. Okay.
No, it's all good. I'm just fucking losing my shit.
In any case. So, Juzane, we're back. Also, I need a favor.
The man just sighs softly, like, ah, yes, back not even 20 minutes to his
Not that
knowledge.
favor.
He just looks at you. I was more so. You know what? Never mind. Just what do you want?
So, you see, we may or may not have another job from the Emperor now that our old job's done. And we may or may not have ended up picking up a stray because of the Emperor. And he may or may not have his badge of office on him. So, I need you to do me a solid and pretend to be his lord until we can actually, figure out how exactly to explain to people the fact that he actually is a samurai and not a fisherman with a
Wow,
big ass sword.
wow. Okay, I
If
look
he
better than a
doesn't
fisherman at this
decapitate
point.
him,
I
I
look
am
better.
fine with that. Thanks,
alright,
Sonny. You're the best.
bring me the stray. I at least need to see if he looks the cut. I'm not dealing with something with mange
I'll
and
go
grubs.
get him.
At which point, I probably recover from puking out my breakfast.
Of course, he's like, "I'll go get him." Basically, walks away with with a hop in her step.
As
This is
as
going
Kakashi
great. No, it isn't.
I apologize, but he was called here by somebody he owes something to. So
Would you at least let me stand up, Authy, or are you going to beat me down to my own puke?
I have turned away and walked away from you at this point to introduce myself to the owner of the house.
Okay, I get up.
Like, you've been there for a solid at least 10 minutes.
So
I'm
you
sorry,
guys
but I've
are.
been hit like the stomach by a
I'm
baseball bat that way.
sorry. You guys did this in front of my house.
Yes.
You're cleaning up the puke.
He is. I'm not responsible for that.
no
I
was brought
swear to
with
God,
water.
I swear to God, if there is still puke there when Corey gets back, someone's getting whacked over the head with a broom.
Not like in the garden. I mean, like outside the house
In
as
the
soon as we
street.
get there.
Like in the
Yeah,
street.
kinda.
That's still in front of someone's steps.
That is still in front of my steps. Someone's getting whacked with a broom.
Down
Clean.
I had nothing to clean it with. What are you talking about? I'm
There's a
literally
broom
have
in the
nothing in
Oh, I
house.
didn't.
You have clothes.
Do you have clothes?
on my back.
Exactly.
Look, you made a mess. You clean up the
Hello?
mess.
down there. You
You
were
need
Hello.
a
you
brush.
were by a dog.
Wait, what?
Yes, a dog. But
Wait, I am assaulted by a dog.
Nope, you are given a broom by a dog.
Okay, I will use the broom to clean up the puke, I guess.
Um,
Just
Now I
says,
actually
just
need to
send a
figure out
dog
just
after
how.
it.
Now I just need to figure out just. No, that's Nomu. That's literally a yokai, not an actual dog.
I clean up my mess.
I
So,
apologize.
No, you apologize to Corey, not me.
I apologize to you and Corey.
Oh wait, you actually it's fine.
No, I
I'm
didn't quite
sorry for
apologize to your
making.
character yet. I'm apologizing to you as a player.
Oh,
I'm sorry
right.
for making you make someone else's property dirty. If I could help it, it would be your property.
See, I'm sorry I made you mess up someone else's property, but you see, if I did, it would mean that I took blame for it. You're probably just gonna get a nice cup of green tea placed in front of you by Teo later.
As dog goes in house to pretty lady.
Jacob, how
Pretty
far
lady.
away does Juzane actually live from Corey and Takashi? I don't think they ever actually established the distance.
We didn't because I was waiting until I got a place of importance to worry about getting myself a more permanent home here, aside from just a home that
Wait,
I've bought.
menacing scribbling. When did you
Yeah,
type that?
that was when you were describing that you can't trust anyone, even your allies. I wrote menacing scribbling to accentuate your point.
Crow, you had a good time?
I mean,
Been there in Osaka.
Okay.
Nomu has turned into pretty lady in Corey house.
do you really want somebody to stick your dick in Nomu?
No, I'm just saying that has turned into pretty lady inside of the
Okay.
inside of the house.
Well, someone's getting murdered.
Question: are you guys still outside or all inside?
I'm outside cleaning up my
Takashi,
mess.
Takashi is inside, and so is Nomu. They're playing board game.
Ah, yes, shogi.
Yes, shogi.
I I'm outside, Paige.
Okay. Crow?
Corey would be on her way back,
Yep.
probably.
Crow, who were the ones who did that thing?
The fight, me and
No, 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 not that thing, the other
Inu.
thing.
Juzane and Inu.
Okay, are either of them outside?
No,
What
no.
did I do?
I mean, Inu's probably just gonna get ushered back into the house.
Inu is in house.
Okay.
But I swear to God, if you try an assassination attempt on a character on a player who isn't here,
No, I am not. I'm just double checking. My character would probably
that's
approach Downhill's character and go, hello.
Remember, downhill. Be straightforward.
Hello. Is there something I can help you with?
How are you?
I am doing well. How are you doing today?
Very good.
Is there something I can help you with?
Not really. Just coming over to see what you were cleaning. Basically, came over to see what was going on.
Not much is going on. I am cleaning up a small mess that I made. I don't wish to be rude to the people who lives in front of it, so I'm trying to clean that up quickly.
Okay.
Not even want to mention that he just got the shit kicked out of him. Um,
Honestly, I wasn't expecting that nat 20, so I apologize.
my character. By the way, Paige, for you to get a reference of what my character looks like, it's the red haired.
Okay.
I am wearing
Okay.
no art. I am carrying a katana, which is very strange for this time period, and I am wearing no armor at all. I have reddish hair and blue eyes. Yeah, I'm looking at my character description right now.
I'm just gonna say she basically looks like her literal character image.
To be fair, you look like an older, out of character. You look like an older version of Senko. Come on,
Yeah, a little bit.
we all were thinking it. We all were thinking it.
Sister?
Senko appears. Sister?
Takashi says, "Where are the kids? Why are you not watching?"
Age blind. God.
um. So, Lucas, am I getting weird vibes from my sword? Lucas?
No, are you in any immediate danger?
I mean, it's not gonna tell you shit. I'm gonna be real with you. It wants you to figure these things out for yourself.
Unless you're
Honestly, it would only really inform you if you were actually like literally life on the line.
Okay. I was just curious. As my character has no reason to suspect anything's wrong with this person. Like, my character has no reason. Unless his sword thinks it's trouble, he's not going to do anything. He has no reason to try to investigate her. Like, last time he investigated someone who looked strange, he got himself hooked up with the Emperor. He does not need to go through that route again. Like, the one time he investigated something that made him curious. No,
So,
no.
are you traveling with
Yes, a few people.
anyone? Do you happen to know what their names are?
God damn it, he's already
That
spilling shit.
is something I think that's a bit personal, don't you think?
Okay. Well,
Hey, Nomo, you're inside.
Like,
You're
this is
inside.
how people get silenced.
You're
You know
inside,
who?
you have
Nomu.
a great day.
yes, but Nomu wants the broom back.
I would return the. I'm not even done using the broom. Like, I'm in the middle of cleaning up my mess.
My character would go, well, I hope you have a lovely day, and she would probably just leave again,
You
go off,
too.
do some stuff.
As I would
Quiet
finish up.
scribbling, looming scribbling.
As I finish cleaning up my mess. As in the back of my head, I'm like, she was nice.
What a nice, pretty lady.
Yeah, what a nice, pretty lady. Back of my
God,
head.
you're an idiot.
To be fair, I'm
Of course, while you're thinking that, your source is like, God, I'm stuck with an idiot.
Hey, I didn't give any valuable information. All I said was that I came in here with a group, and I didn't give names. I didn't give why we're here. I didn't do anything. That's all I said. Just to prove that I am with some people, you cannot kidnap me.
As far as
I'm
that
sorry,
goes,
was
you
that
could
a
have
Technically,
just been
challenge?
checking to make sure you
technically,
weren't
we
getting
could kidnap you
kidnapped.
whenever we want.
You
Is that a
already did.
challenge?
Yeah,
As
no.
I'm just like thinking, hmm.
I'm like, no, you guys can kidnap me whenever you guys want. It's just that no one else can.
Honestly, the problem is that they would kidnap you and then we would just kidnap you back.
Yeah, pretty much. Nomu
Like, it
can
would
currently
even
use
last
guards
long
if
enough
kidnapped.
To be fair though, I think I would probably kidnap the people trying to kidnap him. Video just
Is that just gonna be the group joke with my character that I'm the guy who gets kidnapped?
Yes, you are indeed
Possibly.
the damsel in You are indeed the damsel in distress constantly.
all I'm saying
Always.
is, just this is a mugging. No, you're being mugged. How does this work?
Like this. Snap.
Yes, the ASDF thing where it was just like, you're getting mugged. No, you're getting mugged. How the hell does that?
So Pacific, you get here?
So, how
Uh,
you doing?
I'm doing well. I just cleaned up a small mess that I made in front of your home. I
Good, because I
apologize.
have someone you need to meet.
Um, I look around for scribble noises.
I'm sorry, but this is not optional.
Nomu comes outside
He's
with his
already grabbing your hand and starting to drag you along through the
Oh,
streets.
okay then.
Corey. As at Pacific, as you're leaving, Nomu comes outside, still as a chick, to grab the.
And it appears I need to talk with my precious fiance about something.
I I am truly sorry, but I will follow you. Do you mind letting go of my hand?
Dear, how else will I know that you don't get lost in the traffic? You're forgetting
I'm
this is a
literally
trade
going.
city.
I'm literally going to
We're
be
walking.
following behind
We're
you.
literally walking into a trade city. No, I'm not letting go of your hand. Fuck that.
Okay.
Come along, Fisher boy.
I am walking.
After God only knows how much time. Jidai, you get another knock on your door.
God damn it, Nomu, you cheated.
Come in.
This
I
door.
I
I'm
tend
back.
to look presentable, as I don't know who we're meeting.
Look, it's the little Fisher boy I talked about.
I
Oh.
have a name, you know.
I don't care.
So this is
Oh,
the
sorry.
one
Yes,
who.
Crow.
Look at the
Uh,
picture.
What
yes,
picture?
is the meme, the one above my yes.
Are you telling me I could dive into pizza after smoking a blunt? Yes! I want a swimming pool full. I want a swimming pool full of cheese, mozzarella, and pasta sauce. I just want to take a dive in there and come out an acne-covered cheese mess. Give it to me. Just pull out a slice of pizza.
Oh God.
In
Just
any
light another
case,
blunt, put it on a piece of crust, and I can just chill in the cheese.
in any
Anyway,
case,
Ollie quite literally just jizzes everywhere.
Honestly, I was over exaggerating that whole thing just to do that.
We,
Can
we
we-
know, but still. That's fun.
uh, okay. What were you saying, Apex?
oh, it's
Yes.
the hand. It's the gear shift for
So,
loners.
this is the one that you're asking me to take under my wing?
Metaphorically, of course. Yes.
I. Funny.
Um, hello. I am Keisetsu of the Emperor's Cortel. Right? That's how you pronounce it?
Retinue.
Retinue. Okay.
Cortel. Where the hell did you get that?
I was looking at notes for Vampire, okay? I'm working on Vampire the Masquerade as I'm playing this game.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Elke Juzain. I am looks to the gods above. Damio? Question mark.
Lucas,
Not
that's
quite,
directed at you.
but almost.
Okay. So at this point I'm Lord?
Lord.
Okay. Lord of this particular area.
Out of out of habit, since I'm not used to being a samurai, I do bow a bit deeper than I'm supposed to, because I'm not used to my new rank yet.
No, you bowed plenty deep enough, I promise you. You might think it's too much, but you got it about right.
Yeah. I
Remember, the man who saved your life bows to the Emperor, and the Emperor bows to me. Weird how that works, huh?
but yeah, I do give a yeah.
I give you a return bow, but it is very, very shallow. Just kind of a lean forward, like, yes, yes, you may stand up now.
I straighten myself up. I do have my sword out. It's on to my side.
Lucas,
Mhm.
how long, how legendary is the sword in his side?
The sword in his side. Yes, because I store it in my stomach.
I am
Ow.
fully unsheathed, covered in blood. Ah, yes, right out of my hip. There we go.
I mean, I did have a warlock who did that. He literally drew his weapon like out of his body at random points because
Imagine.
all it says is just you take an action to summon it. So he would literally just pull it out of various locations.
Did he ever pull it out of his ass?
Yes.
More than once.
No. Though that was the time he picked a great club just to be an asshole. But
Ah, now I got a stick out of my ass from beat you to death with it.
yep.
So you're asking basically what its stat block is?
No. More so, I'm asking if it's a sword of legend that would be recognized on a glance, or if it looks like a crusty sword that takes it investigating to notice its worth. I am asking for, does Juzane immediately just eyes pop out of head? Where did a peasant like you get this? Or is he just going, ah yes, peasant boy has shitty sword?
It would be recognizable just due to. Do you unsheath it? That's the question.
He said it was out.
Yeah, out, but I didn't unsheath it. Like, unless I'm told to unsheath my blade, I will not unsheath it because
It's
it's
much more recognizable once it's unsheathed.
So right now it's just, ah yes,
It looks
sword.
like a katana.
Fair enough. All
a
right.
very nice katana, though.
Still a katana.
Basically, if Jazane wants, I will unsheath it if he asks. Like, basically, to tell me. Not really ask, but just tell me.
I have no reason to do so.
Okay. I imagine, like, if I did halfway across, like, everywhere very far away, Corey's kids are just freaking the fuck out.
You kidding me? Corey would immediately go into a panic and probably throw herself to the other side of the room.
Yeah, true.
Corey doesn't even know this is the sword that. Actually,
This
no,
is
it's Jidai.
Ryujin. Nope.
I mean, Amara put it together like almost instantly.
in my head. I'm going to ask my sword if this guy is important because I don't know. I'm going to basic.
Sword's like, oh.
I don't know. In my head, I'm like, is this guy important? But like,
Actually, I just realized something, Lucas. Soul sight. Can I see the spirit that's inside of him?
Yeah.
The gaze is much more intense. I'm going to give you a secondary bow. A much deeper one.
Specifically to your sword.
Most certainly.
ouch. Okay, my character looks confused as he gives you another bow.
Not you.
Uh,
It has
my
been a very long time since I've been back within the presence of the divine. You, peasant. I wish to speak to your master.
uh, my character looks completely confused. Um, well, the emperor is back at the capital.
God.
I
Corey's just like,
mean,
look at him. Look at how cute he is whenever he's trying to figure out what the hell you actually mean.
um, I
I'm I'm just gonna continue to look at the soul of the weapon like I can't speak to you directly, but you know exactly what I want. Come out. In the gaze of, I am not dealing with his shit. I am speaking to the intelligent one here.
Teo's just in the back.
Don't
Teo's just in the back of
Wait,
the room, like, what
like-
the fuck?
The sword could just tell me what he means, by the way, Lucas, you know? The sword could be like,
He could, but it's less fun.
It's less fun that way.
oh god, this sword's gonna get me killed. Because
So
my
the
character,
shit.
It's almost gotten you killed.
to be fair, my character doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Technically, you've actually died twice now when you worked for the previous guy and now the Emperor, so your old life is dead twice over.
I would ask Jazane. I wouldn't call him Jazane. I would ask him if he wishes to see my blade. Getting a urge that maybe this is what he meant by master, because I'm not sure how a pack technically works. My character doesn't know how a pack works. That's the thing.
Draw your sword.
Here we go again.
I look at Corey and I ask her if she wishes to leave the room before I do so.
Kid, you ain't got no two shits what Corey is. Mister,
Well,
I was too busy
Oh, yeah,
paying
true.
attention to the Yon T in the room to even notice Corey.
Oh yeah, true.
You had
Never mind.
snake the balls. You weren't thinking about anything.
Okay, I slowly unsheathed the sword carefully, like I was taught to.
Considering
Just
how
tell
much
me
time
when the
has passed,
pressure wave comes.
this sword is
Just let me know when the pressure wave hits.
Lucas, would you like
It's
to
the
just?
moment. It's the moment that the blade leaves the sheath at all.
Ears instantly back. Corey's just gonna instantly sprint to the other side of the room.
Lucas, would you like to explain to Paige what my sword looks like?
I'm pretty sure I've dropped the picture of what's on it higher up. I can bring it back down.
Yes, it's a dragon.
Well, the thing is, it's also a sword with that's like cold steel. I think you said it was. It was bluish.
It's blue steel. It's not cold steel.
Okay, it's
Blue,
blue steel.
blue steel is an actual method by which you can make steel.
It is an actual type of steel.
Yeah.
Which is actually harder to make than regular steel.
You notice this peasant can at least hold his sword.
Meanwhile,
properly.
Corey's cowering in the corner, doing everything in her power not to just instinctually turn into a fox.
Is Nomo in range? Are the children in range?
No.
Ever?
The house is not within range.
Good.
Oh, thank
good,
God.
Good.
Just imagine screaming babies.
Instantly, Nomo and Takashi run to children.
I know you can hear me in there. I'm not going to ask you to come out again.
Fine. You would actually see it sort of manifest. But that's
Uh,
because you could see souls.
Indeed.
Do I notice this since I'm linked
No,
with it?
you cannot see souls.
Can I hear him though?
Yes, you could hear him.
I look
It
shocked that
just
someone.
in, oh fuck mode.
I'm
Bro,
shocked that someone else can talk to this sword.
Should be more shocked that it's actually getting a response.
Yeah, like it never answers anything. I'm gonna say. So when someone else asks you a question, you're going to answer them.
When somebody worth my time asks questions and doesn't ask stupid questions, I will answer them.
Okay, fair enough.
I
My
love
character's
that I
like,
give you enough credit, like, yeah, fair enough.
no, my character's at this point like, you know what? I'm just useless. Like I'm just completely useless. I'm just gonna shut the hell up and let the sword do its own thing. Like that's what my character thinks right now. All honesty.
He's learning.
Ah, the sword agrees. Great. This is worse.
you're the one who said it. You shouldn't have said it if you didn't want something to agree.
This is like what, Lucas? The fourth time I draw my blade at all?
It has been a long time since you have had to deal with somebody from my dynasty.
It has most certainly been. But now, at the very least, I am gaining more of an understanding as to why this one has been brought before me. May I ask why you have chosen him as a vessel?
It's more fun to watch them grow and far less boring when the fighting starts. After all, when they panic, it gives me more leeway.
Understandable. Then it would not be in your best interest if I teach him war. You would prefer I teach him survival. That way he's still scared enough to give you control.
They are one and the same, but survival will make him last longer.
Very well. Then, as a favor to you, I will ensure that your vessel survives long enough for you to have your fun. But in return, there shall be no interactions between you and my land when it becomes mine. Because if I remember right, from what you've told me, Lucas, this is one of the more tsunami gods. Not the, yes, let me bring crops to fruition with my water.
No, Ryujin is. I'm going to flood everything.
Exactly. And Osaka is a port city. So I will
Oh,
keep your
yay.
vessel. I will keep your vessel alive so that you exist. And in return, you don't destroy where I live. I don't fuck up where you live. You don't fuck up where I live. Equal trade.
This is fair.
Very well. Then, in that case, well, it is not really my place to bid you adieu, but now that I understand the situation, I can react accordingly. Thank you for your time.
Just do refrain from doing too much too early.
As I'm still holding the sword, I'm like, I'm not sure what to do next, as I'm just waiting for my sword to tell me what the hell to do.
So, I'm curious, how tightly do you hold your sword?
Extremely.
Alright, we're gonna have a fun time.
Like a paranoid baby.
I'm, right now, I'm scared shitless, okay?
Corey wasn't joking when she said, "Oh, look at how adorable he is," pretending to know what the
I'd
fuck
like
he's
you to make.
doing. The what?
Not you. Also,
No,
if you do the
I
beeping
mean you
noise.
cut out.
You
I
cut
meant
out,
like
yeah.
you cut out on my end.
Strength save.
Hey Leroy, what's up?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. 2.
Great.
What? The... what?
You're
The...
probably dropping your sword as I cast Enlarge on your katana.
Lucas, do I drop sword?
You would drop it.
You
I,
just went from a tight
I,
grip on a normal sized sword to suddenly the sword's too big for your hand.
I apologize to my blade as I will attempt to grab it, this time with 2 hands, and try to lift it.
Meanwhile, Corey's still in the corner, silently crying to herself
Not like that.
because she
He's going
kind
to
of made the
stand
mistake of
up
running in the wrong direction to begin with.
and just walk directly towards you. Have you not been taught how to properly hold a sword?
I have been taught very few things. I've not taught how to hold a normal sword. I've been only taught with wooden so far, and I have very bad experiences with bows. That's all I've been taught. Proper stance and experience with bows.
Let me check something.
I've been taught basic shit. I don't
Clearly
even.
not, because holding your goddamn sword's also basic shit.
Yes,
He's
but
nervous.
yeah, I am. Like I am. Like my sword decided
Like,
to talk this.
yes. He was like, yes, I've been taught basic shit, doesn't know another piece of basic shit. And you're like, sure you have.
It's okay. So, I am going to release the.
Kraken.
Not yet. Maybe if I make a deal with his divine sword, I'll get there. Anywho, I will release the enlarge reduce on your sword, and as I reach out my hand, the kind of shifting that happens because I know it's probably been a while that you might have forgotten. Whenever Juzane moves, there's this kind of weird after image that follows him. And
Yeah.
as he reaches out his hand, that after image detaches, moves about. It's not going to be too far away from him, but it moves a few feet away and wraps around his Odachi, bringing it to his hand. So he has just pulled a sword that you were using a katana, which just doubled in size. So he is now bringing to him a sword about the size of the sword that he just turned yours into.
Oh God. As can I pick up my sword now though?
I mean, yeah, I never
I
stopped you from picking up in the
okay.
first place. I was
I will.
telling you just that's not how you hold it.
I will pick up my sword and I will go to sheath it.
As I raise the Odachi above my head, it then proceeds to double in size.
Yes, we all know your sword is bigger than his sword.
As I, Carl, I can sheath my sword, right? I know how to do that.
Too big for the sheath right now.
No, like I said, I released the enlarge on his to put it on mine.
Yeah. So Jazane, you know that I can at least sheath my sword.
Cool. Catch. I toss the enlarged Odachi at you.
Wait, what?
Corey,
Uh,
You heard him.
you don't want to
Catch.
feel the pressure.
Did
uh,
he
uh,
actually seize his sword, or did he just say he could?
I did. I
You
did.
did? Oh, thank God.
And as
Um,
he sheaths it, you watch Juzane one hand toss a enlarged Odachi at the boy.
Meanwhile, I was about to make a joke. Like, it's
Lucas,
just like, if you guys are going to have a sword measuring contest, you could have at least made sure that I could watch.
Lucas, what do I roll to?
God.
What do I roll to catch the sword?
Acrobatics, baby. And
That's
then
a
athletics to make
12-pound
sure you don't
sword, by the
fucking
way.
drop it.
19 to catch.
You heard me
Athletics to
right.
make sure you
13,
don't.
13
That's a
to
12-pound sword.
Oh, God.
13 to hold.
It takes you to the ground with it.
That's kind of like getting a great scythe thrown at you, but with way less space to hold it on. Oh, God.
Well, how
At
many
least I
pounds did
caught
you
it.
say?
I'm more of a Dexy boy. I'm sorry.
That's not my problem. Let me actually read this to make sure. I know it does. Doubles in all dimensions. Oh, never mind. Give me one moment, because this sword's much heavier than I thought it was.
Oh God.
It's a 48-pound sword.
Oh, dear God.
How do you forget the weight of a sword?
The sword is 6 pounds. It says it doubles it in all dimensions. I thought it doubled the weight as well and multiplies it by 8 instead. So it
Because
was
it
just
yeah, because of all the dimensions being extended.
it was just a matter of which
Yeah.
multiplier I used. So yes, you just get dropped to the ground by a 48-pound sword that Juzane was holding one hand above his head.
To the ground, you feel it crack the bones in your hands.
Until you can lift my sword, I will not acknowledge you as my protege. After you can lift my sword, I will teach you how to hold a sword. After you can
God,
hold a sword, I will teach you how to kill with a sword.
God,
But
I'm just
Moment
still
is I
picturing.
cannot fucking wait.
Lucas, my strength is 8. How can I do this?
Downtime action.
To increase my strength score?
training.
Yeah. You can only max it out to 20 with that though.
I could have increased my strength score. God, what have I been doing with my life?
There's a reason that Asuka is almost max stats now, because all he does is watch you fuckers.
Oh,
Straight.
120
because
dex,
I,
40 con,
because
19 intelligence,
I
20 wisdom,
forgot
16
you.
charisma.
How
I
long does
forgot
it?
the TM permits it. You can actually train ability scores. Shit,
How long
that would
does
be
it
so
take for me to
useful.
train? How long does it take for me to train strength, Lucas? Like, how long does it take?
You'd have to get to a +1
To a +1.
to hold that
That's a,
competently, yes.
that's a 12.
So how long would that take, though? Downtime action wise.
Jacob has the math for that actually.
Normally, training in a skill is 40 days with I think it's -5 days for every point in your intelligence. But since this is physical training, I'd actually say con or strength, which
Alright,
means
I
you're
thought
gonna
you
have
said
to start
strength.
with 40
I got my
days,
weed.
and as you proceed to get stronger, it will go down.
So my con being a +3, does that help at all?
It means you can train for longer, but
Wait, 40 minus 5 points per. Oh, fuck. Actually, I should have already gotten the alert feat then. Shit.
oh,
Motherfucker!
that one.
Could have started working on my fucking strength.
I should have
As
improved my stat.
as Lucas, I'm still stuck. My hand
Yeah,
is
you
still
better.
stuck underneath the sword, ain't it?
Your
Yeah.
entire body is stuck under the sword.
I
Just
It's
make it
only
easier.
50 pounds. You can shift it. Now, the question is, does it cut anything as you're shifting?
Was it
Mr.
sheath?
50-pound sword on you.
It's an Odachi. You don't sheath those. They didn't make sheath. Well, actually, you did, but
They
they
had
didn't.
like an edge guard for them with
Well,
that.
no, they had sheaths. It was just a matter of you needed a second person to unsheath the damn thing. So no, mine was not sheathed because I don't have a second person to help me unsheath my sword.
Shit.
Although technically I could, when it's in normal size, I can use mage hand to unsheath it. So I guess it could have been. But no, I threw a
Um,
unsheathed sword at you to see your reaction.
uh, Lucas.
My sword's bigger than your
Um,
sword. Catch.
I assume that my sword won't help me out of this, would it? You know what? No,
No.
I'm going to force the sword to help me. I'm going to, you know what? Right then and there, I'm going to delve, I'm going to meditate and grab the power that the sword gave me as our warlock pack. I'm going to see if I can grab that and use
Can
something.
I flick him in the head to make sure that he doesn't do something stupid?
No, let him, because it'll be far more entertaining when he sees what happens.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Teo's just in the far back.
To be fair, the sword told me I need to grab this anyway if I want to use the power. To be fair, that's what it told
I'm
me I needed
sorry.
to do.
Teo just decided to follow Corey. She basically just dragged this guy all the way through Osaka to the other
He
samurai here.
realized that he was literally brought here to make sure this guy got proper training. That was the entire thing Amara hired him to do.
So Lucas,
God.
am I able to?
You can make an attempt.
How do I make this attempt?
Same way you always do.
95.
What are you gonna try and use?
You know what? I remember the sword. Basically, I remember turning into mist and reappearing somewhere else. I'm going to try to use Misty Step. I
Wasn't
remember
that
that.
dimension door?
No, it used Dimension Door the second time. The first time was Misty Step.
Left bumper twist.
I'm going to attempt to Misty Step, like learning from the sword's example. I'm going to attempt to Misty Step out into the hallway.
Misty Step, it has to be placed so you can see.
It is.
It is.
Okay, where's a
You can Misty Step out from under the sword.
Okay, that's what I'm
Ah.
attempting to do.
Let's do some scatter rule.
Oh
Oh.
fuck! I can't go into a wall. That's the good thing about Misty Step. I can't accidentally go into a wall.
Correct, but you can go to the ceiling.
And then
Yeah.
fall.
Mister, I'm lying on my back with a 50-pound sword on me.
I just breathe in, concentrate, like the sword taught me. You notice the sword glows slightly, like in my sheath.
Please tell me that the 2 is he literally teleports and ends up right back where he started.
Lucas.
How high is
It's
your
just,
ceiling?
oh god.
I'm living in essentially a small mansion, so that's a decently high ceiling.
At least
Oh.
10 feet.
It's minimum 10 feet. I probably 14.
14 feet. So,
Feet up.
oh, that's fall damage.
That's like 1d6 of fall damage, though.
That's 1d6 fall damage, unless you land on that sword.
And then it's whatever the damage of the sword is.
Well, no,
That's
it's
a
still
lot of damage
1d6,
even
but
with
then
a
you're at.
second sword. I'm not gonna lie. That's a +3 Odachi.
Oh god. Oh god, it's the emptying of the backpack all over again.
I
Oh,
had
you know what I'm referring to. I don't think you were there when it happened, but you know what I'm
3
referring
damage.
So,
Uh,
Jacob, depending on how wide this room is, it's 10 feet up and then 15 feet in the direction of 2.
That would be. Does it start at 8 or does it start at 1? Either way, that's to the right
God,
somewhere.
heck.
Right forward.
Bob, I
Yeah.
almost put you back in your cage. Come here, buddy.
So no, he would be still within
I'm
range.
sorry, your rat has been out the entire time?
Yeah, it's just been on my shoulder.
What a well-betrayed, like, what a well-behaved feral rat. Yes, a
Yeah.
well-betrayed.
so
I think
Lucas,
it was a taunt
I
at some point.
I land on my ass, but I successfully cast the spell.
Mm-hmm.
My character's proud of himself. Like he did something. Like I actually
You
did
land on your
it.
ass rather painfully, but congrats, you teleported.
I'm actually going to say that out loud. Like I actually nice.
I did it!
I'm proud of myself. This is the biggest accomplishment I had.
Sad thing is,
Cool. Now
Corey
my
could
character
do
knows you're a
that at will.
spellcaster. More
Sad thing is,
training for
Corey
your.
could. Sad thing is, Corey could do that at will.
I
It's like, yes.
I rub my broken hand, trying to soothe the pain.
Fracture.
Are you actually going to bitch about your hand? Because I have a thing for that.
No, I'm just gonna rub it sorely as I'm like.
It's red purple and swelling.
Yeah, when I see that, Teo's going to walk over, slap a. How many hit points of damage do you take?
He fractured his hand. He didn't take
Ah.
damage from that. He only took 1d6 fall damage, so he's down 3 hit points. But fractured hand is fractured hand.
That's gonna be a restoration spell.
Yeah, I can still pump a lesser restoration into it.
Who's ready to play? Man, you like magically reshuffling your bones.
That's gonna be painful, ain't it, Lucas?
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yes.
Because everything has to fuse back together.
Con save
For passing out, yes.
12.
How bad was the fracture again?
It cracked all the bones that were under the sword.
Oh.
So it was knuckles and parts of his fingers.
My hand will still work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine.
Hey guys, we technically have a healer.
Hey guys, I think he's unconscious.
Yeah, I'm unconscious, but in my head, as I pass out, I
Your
ask the
last
sword
thought
if I.
is, motherfucker.
I asked the sword if I did well casting the first spell from its magic. As I just want to hear a little praise before I go to the. Lucas, does the sword say anything or no? Yes.
My
One day I'm
feeling
going.
about this is I hope you understand that I was just going to leave you under that sword until the spell ran out.
I know. That's why I did it. My character was trying to think how to fix this on his own.
Good. Good.
You got to give the man props. He was creative.
I have to
So
admit, I
now
kind of
that
did the right
man
thing by
with
telling him not to
so
trust
now
us.
the man with the action. So now the man with the somewhat scary sword is is unconscious. Corey's just gonna get back up, brush herself off, walk over to Jose and say, "So, what do you think?"
Well, the gods don't normally make stupid decisions, though there's the every now and then. There's definitely a reason for this, but I will state that he has potential. Or at the very least, he is going to ensure that. Well,
So don't
I
kill
can't.
him in air quotes accidents.
For now, that would bring about divine wrath, and I would rather avoid that. So, at the very least, don't kill him in my lands.
Okay, that's fair.
I cannot control where he dies elsewhere, though I do have to warn you that I will stop you if it is in front of me. As I now have a
I promise not to kill him in your territory.
in my presence, in my territory. This is an and, not an or. Actually, wait, no, it would be an or.
That would be an order. That's an and. You're saying it's okay outside your territory or outside of your presence.
It's okay when it's both outside of my presence and outside of his territory. But the problem is,
Fine.
in that particular one, it becomes a double negative, where it's like, you can't kill him when he's in my presence, and also while he's in my territory, but I needed to say either of those is bad. Not both of those at the same time is bad.
I was about to say,
Because
"Oh, sweet, you made the deal even better," and you're like, "Wait, no, don't you dare, Corey." That was just a slip of the
You
tongue.
know,
Don't you dare.
you know, guys. Like I feel
Right.
like
Don't kill him while he's still useful and not in your presence or in your territory. I got it.
Yay.
I'm, I'm
You
proud
get
of
to live
myself.
downhill?
I get to live. Yay.
For now.
Excuse me, I need to go teach the kids how to shapeshift.
and you're getting training by, two very good samurai. Or, well, at least one good samurai. I don't know
Okay.
how good of a samurai the Ronin is.
Quote unquote.
Technically not a Ronin. It's been discovered I am technically a war priest.
Okay.
Technically.
Quote unquote training involves me losing my breath to a gut strike and also a broken hand. This is
Yeah.
day one of training.
Yeah, welcome
I
to
said
training.
I was going to put you through a meat grinder.
It's like to
Yes.
point out the Spartans still had it worse.
Twice.
So, and they were
Spartans had it
children
worse.
when this happened.
But,
So, suck it up,
that-
Buttercup. You have the easy job.
Sorry, but because Teo's kind of been in the room the entire time and hasn't been spoken to, he is going to move up into the middle of the room and sit down and just introduce himself to Juzane and bow deeply as the owner of the house and the land.
Juzane will bow. It's, again, a not very deep bow, but it is
Of course. You give the appropriate amount, as I give the same.
Indeed.
I'm just waiting for Corey to come home so she hears yelling.
I mean, Corey's
Oh,
gonna head.
these are the
Corey was literally
first
just like,
villain I faced.
okay, well, I have to go teach my kids how to shapeshift now, so have fun with this.
So you do know that every persona has their
Out
own
the door.
signature persona, right?
It's been a very
Out the
long
door, leaving Fisher
What about
Boy on the floor
the last
Oh,
unconscious.
and don't worry, Takashi. Amara's home.
Guess what?
You're just both sitting there glaring at each other.
Listen, alright?
No, Amara's just sipping her tea
I'm
as the
home.
anaconda pushes its head over her shoulder and just flicks its tongues towards Takashi.
Listen, alright?
I'm not telling it to do that. It just feels my emotions.
Yeah. Like,
Meanwhile, Corey's just on her way back home.
you just hear.
But Teo will introduce himself to Juzane and explain that Amara has hired me as trainer for the fisherman that got lucky.
Well, I have traded my
Oh,
services for. Oh,
Who left? Who dis? Who
sorry,
dat?
Discord
sorry.
keeps taking a shit.
Ah,
That's quite alright. Well, seeing as I have made a deal with the god that resides within his weapon, it seems as though we will be working together.
I'm honored to work by your side. Amara has told me well about you.
I would hope so. It would be rather rude of her if she didn't.
She gave me a in-depth discussion or notice of the situation.
I expect nothing less.
Oh
It
man.
is Amara. Yes.
Every time a mullet reaches shoulder length, an angel gets its jean jacket.
Stop that.
uh, yeah,
God
she
damn, Elmo,
has
you
told me
evil.
quite your feats. I do say I'm impressed by your strength,
That
or at
is
least what she is. I've heard of in stories.
that is putting it. Well, I cannot deny the truth, but there's no way to say it without sounding like an asshole, so thank you. Now, if you excuse me, I must. And he kind of just looks down at his sword, which he reaches down and picks up. No need for fancy use of mage hand. Until he, reaches out with that same weird mixture of after image that just reaches out and grabs the sheath that was nearby and is going to sheath the weapon. Now that I kind of thought about it and realized, oh yeah, I can do this. Sheath the large Odachi and then lean it back up against the wall.
Oh wait, I forgot to roll something. 1 hour. Forgot about how I need to roll how long I'm out.
I would have said roll a d6 from that.
and Corey's gonna be back home.
Lucas, do I roll d6 or d4?
For
How long I'm out?
D4 for unconscious.
Yeah, I rolled 1 hour.
Woo.
Well, I'm not letting him sleep on my floor, so
Why not?
It's comfortable. It's
Corey's
them.
kind of just dumped the fisherman boy on your doorstep.
Teo will actually offer to pick him up and actually just walk over, sling him over his shoulder, and start walking towards the exit.
Good night.
well, I was going to have one of the servants do that, but thank you.
Eh,
That moment when Corey just
he's my problem, I guess.
a
I'll wake
party
up in the
member
morning
in
for
another
training.
party member's
Do
house.
you mind if I set up a tent outside?
Oh God.
Would you have a preferred area?
If you wish, you can stay in one of the rooms.
Appreciative. And I will go to whatever room you assign.
Corey walks back into her house. All right, fish boy is no longer a problem.
No, literally, he is just so used to sleeping outside. Half the time, he'll actually just go outside and not ask about a room. But Fisher Boy is put away to rest. A note from Teo is left by his side. If he reads it, it is an apology letter. For
Apologies for handling you like a sack of potatoes. P.S. You deserve it.
I'm sorry, you're a sack of shit. You actually deserve losing your guts. No, it is a genuine apology letter for being so brutal with the initial training and surprise.
That makes sense.
I just needed to make a statement of how this training will be difficult, and you will be expected to handle any situation I can throw at you.
And I noticed the letter is like in an hour.
Yeah, I am not in the room. I am out having
Oh.
tea.
Okay.
Well, I definitely make it back home before then and walk into the slightly tense atmosphere that is family life.
And my sword has never left my side for a moment of this.
Family life when your fiance and your wife hate each other. And it's like, don't you fucking dare.
Yeah, going back to Takashi and Amara.
Corey basically just opens the door. Honeys, I'm home.
You just see a large circle of snake just surrounding Takashi, like a good foot away from him, but just leaving him alone.
Honey, why are there snakes on the floor?
I can't control them all the time.
Kakashi and Nomu are playing Snoopy. You noticed that Nomu is winning.
Why are they circling Takashi?
They're all telepathically linked to me, sweetie. They're the only creatures in this world that can see how I actually feel.
Could you at least direct them to a warmer room instead of circling him?
They're wild animals. You expect me to be able to control them down to the finest action of their instinct? They feel hatred, they feel fear, they act on instinct, they guard and watch and protect. It is not my fault the snakes act as they do.
If one of them bites him, I'm burning it.
Fears because they sense that I am livid.
My house, I do not like having little venomous snakes running about.
What? You just cut out for me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I figured that was the problem. I was just like, it's my house. I do not like the idea of tiny little venomous snakes running about that aren't actually being controlled. It'd be bad if I just opened the cupboards one day and one of them bit me.
They know not to bite.
Or the kids.
They know not to bite. The only one that has to worry about that is Takashi if he steps on one.
The kids would probably bite the shit out of snakes because they don't know better.
The snakes know well enough that if they hurt the kids, I'ma hurt them. I'm okay with making some spare snake despite not being able to enjoy it.
Hey, what happened to that one neatly colored viper you had? Oh,
Which
don't
one?
worry about it. And then it's just like, don't worry about it. Quickly, just sort of taps the new sake bottle into place. Don't worry about it. Bad snake.
I mean, I gotta do
Bad.
something with the snakes when they pass away. Logic.
All right.
The
Oof.
moment I probably have a fast enough initiative, just catch it mid-strike, put it back in place. Like, no.
No.
The kids are important to the members of the party, and the members of the party are important to the emperor. Therefore, there cannot be any harm that comes to the children.
There will be no harm that comes to the children.
Yes.
In that particular case,
The only case of
okay.
someone getting harmed by these snakes is literally Takashi.
Well,
Hmm.
He's
you're
gotten
both
used
getting.
to them.
It's like, well, you're both getting a quick kiss on the cheek, and
Kakashi is not
Corey's walking.
the
Ahem.
fact that they're circling him.
Look,
Not
I'm
like
sorry, but if I'm gonna place a snake on every single one of you to monitor you, there's gonna be snakes around the house to monitor it as well.
God. Well, you're both
That's
getting it.
Surveillance cameras.
Well, now that Cameron's just
Operation
realized what's
Snake.
happening, like now that Cameron's finally awake and just realized what's happening, A, both of you are getting a quick kiss on the cheek. Corey then is going to walk into the kids' room and say, okay, well, I'm going to go teach the kids how to actually go into human form and stay in human form, so don't murder each other while I'm gone.
I won't. She. I believe she won't.
The anaconda is actually just sipping at my tea since I'm holding the cup up to its mouth.
That's just Takashi, just 50-50 on Amara.
Well,
You guys continue that. I'm being summoned.
I believe we can now do the hour time skip.
Nomu is still a chick, by the way.
I mean, don't we also need to introduce this Paige's character? Or they already been introduced.
Paige's character still has not been introduced, but she also doesn't know where Juzane is. She's technically in the house, but we're waiting for to see if Cameron's going to jump in before that goes anywhere.
Cam is going to have so many questions. Why is there
Anyways,
fucking
actually, regarding that, Corey's actually going to stop.
Actually, today's Friday. I need to finalize my timesheet real quick.
Okay. Good, because this next part's directed at Takashi. As Corey turns on her heel and quickly recounts the number of heads in the room and says, Takashi, honey, why is there a random woman sitting across the table from you?
It's Noma.
Who?
Oh, do you remember the talking horse and the fox and the leopard?
Yes.
Yes, it's that. As it turns
You
into a small child and then says hi.
you mean to tell me you could have been a person this entire time?
Yeah,
Don't stick your dick in it.
didn't plan on it.
I'm going to go take care of the kids.
I don't think it has something for me to stick my dick into in the first place.
My statement stands.
Nomu corrects it. I can, but I'm not going.
Tricks no amusement.
Noah just goes, I could, but I'm not. Then why did you
And
speak up?
that
Because you're
raises an eyebrow.
factually, yeah, it's like, and at that you just go like, then why did you speak up? Because you were factually incorrect.
Hey, Lucas. Oh, wait, no, Lucas is not here yet. Hey, guys, so I need to do a thing.
What? What's the thing?
So there's a snake in this room that isn't mine, apparently.
Yes. There would be three, but I can only have one out at a time.
Mm-hmm.
God fucking damn it! Why do you
Where
have?
is that snake specifically in the room?
I mean, it would just kind of be mingling with the mass of other snakes.
So the one's in the pile of snakes surrounding Takashi. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's
There's
just
not literally snakes everywhere, but yeah.
yeah, it's like I said, it's just mingling with the others. It's not like doing anything shady. It's not just like chilling in the corner of the room watching like an asshole. No, it's just kind of being a
Cool.
snake with other snakes.
So I can communicate with snakes. So
Yes.
I'm gonna place down my cup, look at that snake, and say, "You, snake that isn't mine, come here."
The snake turns its head and looks at you. It flicks out my top. It's
It flicks out my tongue. It's like, wow, that is a much bigger tongue
I
than what the
start
snake
to
should have.
immediately slip into like, this is a new character. I'm gonna, you know, role play a character in D&D. All right, I flick out my tongue and start to kind of move the head side to side. And since you can interpret the way that snakes speak and stuff, it's just like
Yes.
you can ask nicely.
I'm sorry, but you're in my house, and I don't know whose snake you are. If you're even someone's snake. Come here.
Firm question.
Dark moment is technically
Who all
Takashi's son.
is
Oh, that
when
was
the
a
house
snake.
was bought? No, this is why I didn't make any motions and then translate. Whose name is all on the property? I would assume it's Takashi's because he's the man of the house, and then
Yes, it is owned by Takashi.
Takashi's the one who both bought it and technically holds the deed, even though Corey's really the main person in charge here.
yeah, thought so.
And of course, I am wife of the person who technically is in charge of the house. So,
Yes, but
Fiance.
you
and
started off slightly rude, so Snake is going to be slightly sassy.
fair enough.
Yeah, no, I'm just making sure because this snake is obviously connected to my character out of character. I don't need to hide that shit. So it's
Yeah,
like
obviously.
he has the information to know what's fact and what isn't. So I can't make him just go, "Oh, well, you're not in the deed," when you actually are. So I need to ask that beforehand before he's sassy and just looks like an idiot. So the
Yeah.
snake will bob again and say, "I do believe it's owned by the man of the house, but you do live here, so I cannot fault you." And with that, it begins to make its way over, and it's very graceful. Even for a snake, this is the kind of snake that's like, "Yeah, I know my place." And as it makes its way through the kind of coil around Akashi and back onto the floor, it is a 15 and a half foot long. Uh, I have notes for it, so I'm having to look at them.
Dear God, that's a big snake.
That is a very
Uh,
big snake. That's 5 feet shorter than my anaconda.
yeah. However, that is around the average size for this snake.
What is the snake
This
called?
it is a king cobra.
Ooh.
Oh,
King
Yeah,
cobras get
no,
up to 17 feet long.
I would have recognized this the moment I entered the room then, because I don't have
Yeah,
this breed of snake yet.
exactly. It's I kind of thought about it and like I have no reason not to interact with your snakes, and I'm keeping myself reserved because that's my job. But my familiars have no reason to interact with your snakes either. We're part of the same team, so I let them out. But again, I can only let one out at a time, and I'm not letting out my fucking 45-foot long Titanoboa. And you've
That
already
was.
seen
well,
you've
now
already
that
seen
one's a
my
little
flying.
scary.
Yeah, and you've already seen my flying snake, so I figured this is the time for Naga. Yes, all
Yeah,
snakes have names and personalities.
yeah. The Titanova, that would actually invoke a slight fear response from Corey, because dear God, that thing's fucking massive.
Yeah, that was actually one of the snakes I was planning to work my way up to, but nah, Jacob said, fuck that. I'm just going to go for it immediately. I've been trying to
Uh,
get like an equal balance of non aggressive snakes and aggressive snakes.
I
The
have
most recent one was Anaconda.
I have three snakes. Namu, Nammu, is the largest of my familiars. It's a white scaled Titanoboa. It's actually the one, author. You remember the picture of my swordsman version? That
Yeah,
snake that's in the background. It looks like that.
nice.
Then this is Naga, the second of my familiars and my primary familiar, because the medium-sized one is always the prime.
Mhm.
And he's a 15 and a half foot long, black, slender framed king cobra with golden chevron markings along his back,
Oh,
and nothing special with him. I actually do believe I still have his photo, so I'll put that up in Discord in a second when I'm off of my character sheet. And then Oshumar,
Oh,
Oshunmare. It's been a while since I had to pronounce these names. I've not used roleplay Oscar in a long ass time. Uh,
Ocean
I believe that
Master,
one's actually the name of a deity,
take me further, have
snake deity at
me
least.
to the land.
Anyway, and that's my rainbow colored flying snake. Anywho,
hmm.
so yes,
Amara is going
Naga,
to take a
the
little bit
king
of the
cobra,
meat.
moves up to you and coils in front of you and kind of just sits upon himself.
Hmm. Amara is, because she always has a little plate of like meat and stuff that she eats, because snake and feeds snake, and just hands it to the cobra.
No, thank you. I'm not allowed to eat while on the job.
Hmm. I hand it to the anaconda then, and it just. So on the job, you work for someone then?
Yes, you have met my master, though he likes to remain
Scribbling
outside.
noises.
Scribble noises.
Yes.
No, I just
And
imagine the
I
snake
just
just making a.
imagine that.
The snake just replicates scribbling sounds.
When the snake references. Actually, he could. He's not like a.
Jaw
He's
just
not a.
unhinge and scribbling sounds from the darkness.
I was gonna say he's not a rattlesnake, but just like rubs scales together and scribbling noises.
Honestly, I need to get a fucking rattlesnake specifically for that now. Just stick it on Inu.
She would be furious. I love it.
I'm gonna do
Anyway.
that. That's the one Inu gets.
But actually, instead of a rattlesnake, I believe it's a sand shear viper or something like that.
Let me
That
look it
actually
up.
rubs its entire body together, and it makes it sound like a rattlesnake. That's its defense mechanism: is making other snakes think it's a rattle, or making other things think it's a
Sand shear
rattlesnake.
snake.
I don't remember. I
I know that
think it was the
cottonmouths do the same thing. But yeah, they effectively
yeah.
stick their tail in leaves and then wiggle it around.
Because everything hates rattlesnakes. They're dickheads. Anyway, but yeah, he
We'll say
will.
it's a cottonmouth, but Inu's getting one of those.
Yeah, he will. Again, just he's more interpretive dancing and flicking out the tongue. But my master remains hidden, and I am his face, so to speak.
Hmm. Master's interesting. He's a Yanti then.
He belongs to the clans up in the mountains.
I see. I imagine he too knows I am Yanti then.
He is aware you smell of, well, we smell of nothing, but that nothing in itself is a scent.
Yes.
Though he is not aware of your clan, you are an outsider to his knowledge.
Mm-hmm. I kind of put my hand on the tome next to me. I travel and write.
He is aware of the book.
He knows not to touch the book, I imagine.
The snake is oddly silent.
You have not touched my book. Don't tell me you've tried to touch my book.
The book may or may not have been copied for notes.
Why? This book is secret.
The book is a lot of information, and he's like,
Bruh.
This is literally why
Actually,
the
no, wait,
Emperor
you couldn't even get the
spies.
book open. I had an enchantment put on it.
He
So
has
how
those
you...
ritual tag things. Remember the curse tags?
Shit.
yeah.
Those work on any form of
I still would
magic.
have known at least
Hell, if
that.
he were to slap one on Corey, she'd start turning back into a normal fox until he removed it.
That's annoying as fuck, but yeah, those existed. I forgot about those.
No, because this works under the form of anti-magic, the spell. So it would more so you wouldn't be able to change between fox and human. You would be stuck in whatever form slap that on you.
Actually, if that's the case, I immediately default back to fox. That's my actual form.
No, like I said, it's similar to Druid's wild shape.
Yeah.
If they are a bear, when they walk into an anti-magic field, they do not drop their wild shape, change shape.
Huh,
That's the
okay.
thing. It's a partial transformation, Jacob.
Oh, then.
It's not a true transformation.
Ah, well then, I guess you would default.
Yeah, I would default straight back into a fox. Four-tailed fox. A very, very panicky four-tailed fox.
Obviously panicked.
Anyhow,
An
But
insanely
that
panicked four-tailed fox
I
making
have
angry
not
fox
gone through that
noises.
entire fucking book. I can promise you that much.
well, the fucking book's getting a lock put on it now. Granted, I know you could probably pick it, but still.
And that is the moment when you put a fucking poison needle trap in the lock.
You don't get. Why would that? That wouldn't work. Pacific.
It does if he doesn't know the poison needle was in there the first time around.
Yanti
Don't worry,
immune.
it still does 1 point of piercing damage, so it's fucking annoying.
I'll just put a fucking acid
And
needle.
besides, there's still Bane toxins that work on Yanti.
Yeah. I don't think I
They're
have access to
expensive as
that
all
yet.
shit, and you
Pacific.
wouldn't be able to
Or,
buy one.
Lucas.
Oh no, do you have like 8,000 gold?
No, but depending on how long I've been working in the poison industry, I could have somehow run across it.
I don't think they'd really be importing Yanti venom unless it's explicitly by order over here. Maybe for humans, but I'm not sure about Yanti. They weren't exactly too common in Japan. Meanwhile, Lucas is dead silent.
I felt the burp coming on.
Yeah, we noticed.
I wasn't sure when it was going to happen, and I'm like, eh.
This is really bad for me because Jacob's literally the only person that can actually fully read this book. I don't like this.
All of your secrets.
Don't use our actual
Sadly, it's my
name.
job. You know, everyone's like, "Oh yes, the
So
stereotypical
much goddamn it.
enigmatica is, oh yes, they are all assassiny, murdery, awesome people. They're
Nope,
just
they
information
act.
gatherers." So I did my job and I gathered as much information on the group as possible. Yes, that means I've gone through a lot of your personal belongings.
Which also means you know about a lot of shit going on in Europe.
It doesn't involve me, but I know of it. And so does the Emperor, because he reads
You
stuff.
probably also don't understand a lot of it.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's still
turmoil, meh.
well, the problem is like they're kind of fucking encrypted, but not really. They're told
I would
in
say
stories.
Out of
okay, that's different. I would say even if they're encrypted, I have the feat that allows me to write and break ciphers.
Yeah, no, that's why I have that too.
out of
We can make
complete
ciphers with each
randomness.
other.
Yeah.
Out of complete randomness, I'm on an 18 win streak, like
Very
18
nice.
wins with my new deck. I'm very happy with it.
Indeed, very nice.
Thank you.
Anyhow, yeah, so Snake is just neither confirming nor denying whether or not his master knows to touch your book.
Plausible deniability, huh? That
Yeah,
usually
no,
means
Amara's just
yes.
gonna kind of glare a little bit and just move the book
Yes, it did
onto her
happen.
lap. And this is a heavy fucking book, and she's just sitting there with it.
Yeah. I
Yes,
am
we're still doing the
very
session.
distinctly
Yes,
aware.
Paige, we're still doing the same session. Yes, it's still the same day. And as
Um,
for who's been outside, you would have seen Corey walking back and forth in front of the house, but she's already back in the house.
but
Yeah, I
if
know.
Asuka
Sessions get
is
confusing quickly in
watching us
this.
currently, then he is to know that I would like to speak with him at a point and get to know this new companion a little bit more. I
Sure,
understand he's a
get
little
to know.
He has every right to deny the offer if it comes up.
Yes, if it comes up.
Mm,
The snake
Sure,
kind of
because there's an if there.
the snake will be silent for a moment, but then say, as a member of his species, he will agree to meet with you, though privately.
That's just setting it up.
More so of I have to own the fact that for some reason I'm like, yes, this is the great opportunity to show my true form instead of remembering my character has no reason to do this. So there's a slip and it's going to make no sense. There's a word there that's supposed to.
Canonical.
Sure, there you go. No canonical sense.
Honestly, it's a
But
proper word to be logical, but yeah.
no, canonical is a bit better because he's gonna act as though this is the first time he's revealing himself, even though he did it before, but he's gonna act like that never happened.
If I act like it never happened, they can't possibly claim that it did. What do you mean you've seen me before?
I mean, he doesn't normally make a big deal of it. I think I was just tired, and it was like, yes, drama, and this is I know gonna be near the end of the
Yeah,
session.
yeah,
Perfect cliffhanger.
you basically just saw a chance for a perfect cliffhanger there, and you took it.
and
Mhm.
I'm proud of it, but it's not good for the character.
It's fine.
So
Perfect
yeah,
cliffhanger moment. Really bad character moment.
yeah.
It's fine. He honestly could just see this as a way of gaining more information by doing his job. Because he
Indeed.
understands that this one is also trying to gather information. Because she also understands that by doing this gathering of information, he's also going to gather information. This is a mutual exchange. So he can at least say it's somewhat in character for both of us. It's very in character for me. Either way. Yeah, I guess really that's everything I got until I beat the shit out of a fisherman boy more, or naked samurai, my bad.
Yes, until you beat the shit out of Naked Samurai.
Bam, bam.
I imagine it's probably going to take me at least a month of nonstop working with the kids to try to get, well, not really nonstop, but probably like an hour every day for a month, just trying to get the kids to actually figure out how the fuck to shapeshift.
Hey, at least it's
Easy
innate for them.
people, I swear.
How the fuck did Senko learn how to shapeshift?
Yes, how did Senko learn how to shapeshift? Austin, Mister Unmuted over
She,
there.
to be fair, Senko was discovered as a. She was discovered as a fox. She correct?
Yes,
She was
how did she learn how to shapeshift into a human?
to like it just
Kitsune are
happened.
born as
Completely
foxes.
by accident.
Yeah, it was
So
actually that
it
was
probably happened where you were just like looking at your father one day and was just like, God, I really want to be able to like, I want to be like that man, and then just you just
yeah.
transformed
That's
in a puff of
basically how
smoke,
that happened. That's how that happened.
and then your dad got stuck with a whiny ass brat.
He's like, what the fuck?
He was like, oh no.
Essentially.
You want to know something that I figured Duzain might want more though than the Odachi,
Hmm.
the Nagamaki.
But this is end of session.
Yep.
All
Blinking.
right.
What
I
Nagamaki? Explain, Lucas.
suppose so.
After
So
beating
Paige
Odachi for
showed
It
up.
right.
was
So Paige showed up,
where is it?
and literally nothing came of that. Because people she was looking for were either in a completely different location or not online.
That's what happens in the end.
Welcome to the Sengoku game where nothing goes to plan.
Dude,
Well,
Nothing ever
what's
goes to
the
plan.
average length of the sword?
Nothing ever
like
goes according to plan.
I can't hear
it's
you over
just
the
part.
others at the
It's
moment,
just one
Lucas.
part of the plan. There were other plans that
Roughly
were in
the
place.
length of the sword was around 54 inches long.
That's a nice sword. Let me see how long Juzane's sword is at the moment, because I have
That
this written down as well.
Oh god, they're in a
is
sword measuring
very
contest
unreasonable.
again.
It was a polearm sword hybrid.
Yep,
That is
Because,
very unnecessary.
funnily enough,
not really.
I believe in Asuka's sheet, because this is his other one. I have my three swords. Yeah, Odachi. 90 centimeters. Because I, of course, decided to do things in fucking centimeters.
I want to say it's roughly 3 feet.
It's 35 inches. So,
Roughly 3 feet.
Just shy of 3 feet.
yeah, 35.4331. So, yeah, it's right on the cuffs. So, this thing is roughly a 5-foot sword.
54 inch.
Uh,
Because 48's 4 foot.
one moment.
60 is 5.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, though,
About
Paige,
four and a half.
you can end the stream now because this is where we're stopping the session.
Yep.
Okay. See you guys in the next live stream. Bye bye.
But
Yeet yeet.
54 inches is 4.5